Good morning. Danny de Hek, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. Every now and again I get asked to do a review, and if you're interested in sponsoring me to do a review, this is what a typical review would look like. You can go to my website, dehek.com, contact me and ask me to review a website. Unfortunately, I get a lot of people asking me to review websites, and when I look at them, I think, it's just another one of those fake websites, mass-produced, and people that invest in this, it actually really bothers me because I'm thinking, how can you make a decision to part with your money and give it to somebody when there's nothing on the internet about this company whatsoever? So the company that I'm doing this review on has actually been asked to do a review by one of my Avengers, Bob, as they say. And this is how ChatGPT suggests I should pronounce the name.
CEDFX3CHAIN.
So CEDFX3CHAIN is probably the last time I'm actually going to pronounce that. But you can see the logo in the background under my head, and you can see I'm laughing my head off. But would you believe that I get people asking me how to get their money back from these companies because they thought it was a good investment? And unlike many other YouTubers on the internet, we've got a lot of YouTubers that are out here promoting these opportunities, hoping to get a referral from the affiliate marketing side of the business that they seem to always have. In this case, I can't see any reward system on this website. So this is simply a website out here claiming that you are going to get a return on your investment. How much of a return on the investment do you think this company is offering people? Think of a figure and let me know. Now, I'm just going to go into my YouTube channel here, they're claiming that you are going to get 419% return on your investment. That is just too good to be true. So let's just have a quick look at their website and we'll start getting this going. This is basically the website. Now, if I'm a website developer like I am, one of the first things I do is I have a look at all the images. So it may not be important, but this is their logo that's on their website. And you might not be able to see it too well, but can you see it's pixelated and it's stretched out of biblical proportion? This is not a normal logo for a website. These days you use these ones called SVGs, and that means they'll scale on any device without getting distorted. So straight away I'm criticizing the website developer who's created this website because when it's small, it's a PNG and it looks okay. But when you enlarge it, you can see it used to be a JPG and they've saved it as a PNG, which is a uncompressed image, which is crazy. So that's a telltale sign for a website development company that's getting lazy or a website that's been mass produced. So now I go through here and I see some nice flashy things when you move your mouse around, the bubbles, and it looks really fantastic. More to learn. You can click on things, I presume. Get started or log in. And also you've got the brand recognition going across the top here, pinging out, trades that are happening. Bitcoin's down, Ethereum. It's just got scrolly wollies and all sorts of wonderful things. It's got a nice cell phone being held up, and it's got your trusted partner in building wealth. Read more, goes off to a page. It's got graphs, everything that you would expect to see in a website talking about financial freedom and how you can make money. Register and refund. Ooh, so that's good to know in the brain. You subliminally look at things, and when you see the word refund, you think that that will happen if you request a refund. First thing you do is you select a plan. We'll have a look at those soon. Earn with withdrawals. Earn and withdrawals. Watch your earnings grow daily. Withdraw your profits at any time, or reinvest, or even for even higher returns. Your success is our priority. I mean, these are just beautiful words. And the one that really gets me going, and it's easy to tell, their address is Switzerland. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, they are in Switzerland, which means if you have a problem, you get on an airplane, you go to Switzerland, and you'll find this company everywhere. It's got terms and conditions, privacy policies, frequently asked questions. What else do you want? So let's click on login. Oh, we've got a nice screen, and we've got that sofa that I've seen in so many other royalty-free sites. So I'm just going to, for shits and giggles, see how many other sites have used the sofa and the Bitcoin sofa, as I call it. And you can see that that has been used on numerous websites, the sofa with the Bitcoin look. You can see that behind my head. So that's always a bit of a, as we say, shits and giggles for the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. So we also noticed some other telltale signs. So first of all, we've got on the left-hand side, we've got join our Telegram group. So I did do that. I joined the Telegram group, and hopefully, yes, I have. I've got it up here. So now we join the Telegram group, and I can see I've got, you can email them on the email, which is fantastic. I'm just going to see if I can enlarge it a little bit. No, we can't. We're stuck here forever. Great. Our PDF is coming soon. This company has just been started on the 15th of June, which is a month ago at the time of recording this video. You can get a 0.15% hourly return on your investment. So they now, instead of doing investments by months or by weeks, they're doing them by hour. It just gets better and better. There's a sign up form, get started now. And this was June the 19th. And then we jumped from June the 19th to the next message, which was June the 30th, celebrating our 15 days of service today. If you have not signed up yet, please do so. In case Chase bonuses will be, I think that's not saying it right, isn't it? I don't know. On my computer, I don't want to read it because it's on Telegram. Cause bonus will be sent out once we reach 1 month. Cause. I think it was meant to be because. Okay, get your wallets ready. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Certified FX3CHAIN 1 month anniversary bonus. So they've been going a month, and they've got an anniversary bonus. Now, they've already got people liking it with fire. They've got people clapping. They've got thumbs up. They've got party hats. They've got kisses. They've got love hearts and smiling. And ironically, roughly around about the same amount for each one, which would insinuate they're using bots. Finally, the wait is over. Our 1 month anniversary bonus will be paid to our various wallets as soon as possible. Here are the values: $5, $8.50, $15, $25, and $35. Package. And then they've got yearly package. They want you to stake your money for a year, and you're going to get 419% return on your investment with a daily reward of 1.15 daily. It's just incredible, ladies and gentlemen. And that's basically it. And then we get right up to the 17th of June, which was 3 days ago, and then yesterday, we are pleased to announce that our Bitcoin processing system is fully operational again. So they've sounded like they've already had technical difficulties. Thank you for your patience, which is a tactic that these companies use. Understanding during the downtime. So their downtime. So also then you can click and you can download their PDF, which I've actually done. So that was really exciting. Now I'll try to figure out how to get back to my other screen, and I'll poke you back onto the other screen as well. So first thing I would recommend not doing is signing up. Hang out on their Telegram group if you have nothing else to do with your life. I would say that would be a good idea. So let's go back. We'll go back to their website. And that's basically it. The whole website is a homepage. So we did have About Us. So you can read about us, our vision, our mission, our values. And let's have a listen and see how good these ones are. I always like reading their ChatGPT, no offense to ChatGPT, I love you, version.
Our mission: to empower clients with tailored investment strategies that maximize returns and secure financial futures. Our vision: to be a global leader in innovative investment solutions, driving financial growth and stability for our clients. Our values: integrity, transparency, innovation, client focus, and excellence in everything we do.
Oh, it's just harmonious. Like when I set up my company years ago, somebody said you need a mission statement. I'm like, okay. And I sat there for ages and really thought about it. These days, you just need to chuck something into ChatGPT after it's prepared all your marketing material, and it will spit them out for you, and it will just be 100% what you thought you wanted to say. It's quite good. So listen to this.
We combine expert financial analysis, innovative strategies, and cutting-edge technology to deliver investment solutions that grow your wealth. From personalized portfolios to high-yield opportunities, we are committed to helping you achieve your financial goals.
Right. So I've reached out to support and I said I'm an investigative journalist in here. And I basically said, hello, we're doing an investigative journalist story on your website today. We're wondering if you have anyone that would be able to talk to us who handles media inquiries. And they've come back and they said, we are busy. We are busy at the moment. Sorry about that. Leave us your email and we will contact you as soon as possible. Hello, you're welcome to easily mail us and leave it. So I've done that. And now, right now, as we speak, you can see they're actually chatting back to us because it's all bot. So we'll put Danny in there and we'll actually, what I'll do is I'll put my other email address. So my Avenger who shares a mailbox with me can handle this one. And we can see if they come back to us. So there's our email address, and let's see what they did with their email address. Anyway, it's all very exciting. So far I've got people that will handle my portfolios and look after me. But unfortunately, I can't see any way of contacting them other than emailing support at whatever their email address is, which is always a bit of a laugh. So what we will do is, while we're doing this, we'll prepare something else. So I'm just going to open up my email that you can't see, and we're going to ask ChatGPT, could you please prepare an email that I can send asking them to clarify some of the concerns that we have. And also, please show them that we have produced a blog already and are doing a video, and we would like a response from them about the claims I have made about their company. Right, so now I'm going to get the URL. So ChatGPT can do this. Oops, it's still typing. Okay, 1 minute, please, caller. URL, I'll go back and get the title. I think I might actually update that review. I think I like the review. To expose fake listings, return a revealed stack. I think I might just, I don't know if that's going to be a good idea, but let's just go into edit this blog. I think the title that my grabbed, yeah, that's a better title. Why don't we just update that title? And then I'll go update. And that means I'll need to update the description in the YouTube video. I like doing things live if you haven't figured that out. And there we go. And now we'll go back to this video here and we'll go edit. And I need to update the, now if you're watching on my other channels, you'll probably have to go to my YouTube channel to get the updated link for the blog, or go to dehek.com to grab that. And then we're just going to do that. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this paragraph here, update, and I'm going to go back to ChatGPT, and then we're going to email support at CEDFX3CHAIN and see whether they reply to us when we ask them. So request, all right, so listen to what we've got.
Request for comment. Concerns raised about CEDFX3CHAIN's legitimacy.
Right, and then we've got just a little bit, here we go. So
Dear
this is what we've got.
CEDFX3CHAIN support, my name is Danny de Hek. I am an investigative content creator and journalist operating a public awareness platform, dedicated to exposing fraudulent and deceptive investment schemes. I am writing to give your team an opportunity to respond to serious concerns raised about your platform's operations. After an in-depth review of your public-facing material, including your website, pitch deck, and investment claims, I have published a detailed expose outlining what I believe to be numerous red flags. The blog is now live and available here. CEDFX3CHAIN Crypto Scam Exposed. Fake stock listing and 419% ROI Ponzi tactics revealed. https://www.dehek.com General Ponzi Scheme Scammlet CEDFX3CHAIN Crypto Scam Exposed Fake stock listing 419 ROI Ponzi.
Right, we haven't gone through it there. This is another thing that I will show you. Just an email caught my eye. And this is why Trustpilot is a load of crap. So while I've been doing this blog, I wrote this review on Trustpilot. So and it's a 3-star review.
Be very cautious. Too many red flags to ignore. I was seriously considering investing with CEDFX3CHAIN after seeing their slick website and bold promises. But after doing a deep dive into their claims, I had to walk away. And I strongly encourage others to do their due diligence before getting involved. First, they advertise up to 419.75% annual ROI, which is not just ambitious, it's financially impossible in any regulated market. Then they claim to be listed on NASDAQ and the Toronto Stock Exchange, but I couldn't verify that anywhere. That alone made me skeptical. Their website says they are based in Switzerland, yet their legal terms refer to US law, which doesn't add up. Add to that a pitch deck full of generic buzzwords, no visible team, no company registration, and a referral system that smells like a pyramid, and it just didn't sit right with me. I haven't invested, and I'm glad I took the time to investigate first. This might look professional on the surface, but the lack of transparency, unrealistic returns, and unverifiable claims make it feel more like a high-risk scheme than a trustworthy platform. If you're thinking about it, ask the hard questions before handing over any money. In this space, looks can be deceiving.
So you'd think that 3-star review would be fair. However, I've got this email from Trustpilot, and this is what they have come back and said. I'll just click on that. Let's have a listen.
Danny de Hek, your review didn't make it online, or it was taken offline. Inbox Trustpilot Content Integrity. Danny de Hek, the 20th of July, 2025, at 11:32 a.m. Reply all forward.
Right, so I'm just going to chuck that into something else. So this is what Trustpilot says. So I did that review literally 10 minutes before I went live.
Hi Danny de Hek. We're getting in touch because your review of CEDFX3CHAIN.org didn't make it online, or it was taken offline after appearing on a platform, and we want to explain why. To ensure a community can trust the reviews they read on Trustpilot, we use automated detection technology and a team of experts to look for patterns of unusual behavior. If something doesn't look right, we stop reviews from appearing on Trustpilot in the first place, or we take them offline if they are already visible. In this case, your review may have been flagged for one or more reasons, you may have multiple Trustpilot user accounts, or a temporary email address, you're using certain privacy settings and identity hiding tools, for example, proxy, VPN, your device settings and account activity may have been flagged as unusual, there's advertising or promotional content in your review, such as links, email addresses, or phone numbers. Do you think we've made a mistake? If you think your review was flagged by mistake, we want to give you the opportunity to challenge our assessment. You can prove that your review is based on a genuine experience by...
Yeah, so I just chuck all that into ChatGPT and then I write this.
Hi Trustpilot team. Thank you for your message regarding the removal of my review of CEDFX3CHAIN.org. I'd like to clarify that my review was written in good faith based on a legitimate investigation into the platform's public representations, including their published pitch deck, website content, and claimed regulatory status. I did not invest in the platform, but evaluated it as part of an ongoing consumer protection initiative. I understand Trustpilot requires a genuine experience, so please allow me to explain further. I directly engaged with the company's public-facing material, including their terms and conditions, privacy policy, and investment calculator. I attempted to contact their support via email for clarification, and offered them a right of reply. My goal is to help warn others of what I believe are potentially misleading or deceptive practices based on their published claims. For example, stating they are listed on NASDAQ and offering 419% annual returns. I am happy to provide supporting documentation including a copy of the email I sent to their support team, screenshots of their public marketing claims, a copy of the published article that formed the basis of my review, Please let me know how best to submit these materials. I am committed to maintaining transparency and integrity, and would appreciate the opportunity to have my review reinstated to help protect others. Best regards, Danny de Hek.
Yeah, so this is stupid, isn't it? Because if I can't write a review about a company on Trustpilot, it just gets ridiculous. And how am I meant to, what is Trustpilot's job? Theoretically, it's to be able to write reviews. I've given them a 3-star review, so that means I'm on the fence. I've gone through all the research I've done. I've posted it on Trustpilot, and now they come back and tell me that my review is too savvy with marketing material and false innuendos and whatever they want to do. It's just crazy. All right, and while we're distracted by that, I just want to show you some other stuff that I just saw this morning. Donald Trump live, big news about crypto. I mean, that's right up my alley. And that's what happened when I searched for CEDFX3CHAIN today. You go into here and you watch these videos. Now, I'm going to pause this video for a reason, because if you look at his mouth when he's talking, all right, you can see that this is done with AI. And I'm going to turn the sound off because I'm pretty sure these will all get removed off the internet. But basically, if you scan that QR code, do not do that. I'll give you a moment where you can tell that his lips are done with AI, even though he's got his peanut face on. You can actually see around his mouth, right there, you can actually see around his mouth that when his lips are moving, but his cheeks are not. Have a look. You can see that. Anyway, so this is a generated fake video, and it come up when I search for CERDIC, and you can see that, there's meant to be 15,000 people, 3,000 people watching it. It's all done in shocking light, which is just, it's a shame. But I reported one of them, and then I found multiple. So if you go in here and let's just say you search for Trump's announcement about crypto, we will find, lots of bots out there. So here we go. We've got 19,000 people watching, 15,000 people watching, 9 watching, 23 watching. And you can just see how this propaganda stuff gets out there. Obviously, this is, if you look at the actual YouTubers, these are just YouTubers that would have set up their accounts probably today. So if you ever see fake news like this, so let's just, for shits and giggles, I'll see if we can open up. Yeah, we can. I'm just going to open up all the people's accounts that are hosting this content, because they will be all newly created. So here we are here, and you've got this video that's been pumped out. Now, there's a couple of things here that could be happening. So this person has got 18,000 views. This one's got 20K views. 20,000K subscribers. And they're channels that are set up, obviously. This one's got 70,000 subscribers, 693K subscribers, and 190 videos. And if we look at when this video channel was created, wow, 8 years ago. And then there's this video that's been streamed. So these people either must get paid to stream this propaganda information. However, there's no doubt in my mind that Donald Trump has not come out and done an announcement, because you would expect to see this announcement on CNN and all the other used channels if it was true and genuine. Now, also, we checked out CEDFX3CHAIN.com domain name, and it doesn't exist. It's been taken off the internet, probably because they've tried to use it to do fraudulent information in the meantime. But that domain name, if I went to First Domains, which is my preferred domains.nz, we could theoretically go domains. Let's see if we can go back to their homepage, NZ, and we'll probably search for this domain name and get it. Let's see if it's available, and it is available. So the company that we're currently busting doesn't bother to even get the domain name for their website. That's got no DNS records. So why are they running that on a what do you call it? On a .org? Are they a non-profit organization? I mean, that's what .org is. All right, I think we've pretty much done the website. I did notice there was no social media links and everything like that, so that's just stupid. So if you invest in that company, you really need to, don't send me an email saying I'm research. Well, do send me an email saying that you're researching this company and you've invested and you want to know how to get your money back, because I'm getting a bit tired of that. You need to have a bit of social responsibility yourself. So I wrote a blog and I detailed everything about this company. We probably haven't had a good look at their PDF, so let's just go through that before I do the blog so you get an idea. I have included the PDF, not because I want you to know about this company, but because I want you guys to actually learn how to identify these scams and the content they put in their pitch decks. So obviously the same as the website, their About Us page, nothing to go. Why choose us? Yes, let's do the sales pitch. Proven track record. Well, there's no proof of that. Tailored investment strategies. Well, the only way you're going to get in contact with the company is by emailing them, and that was why I did email them, because I wanted to see whether the email would bounce, because normally the emails bounce, and and it just gets ridiculous. And I'm just going through this email thing now just to make sure. NZ Innovators. What have we got? Right. So we're just having a wee look. So there is no bounced email. So somebody at the other end of this. At the other end of this so-called company is probably looking at us right now, if they're in bed, or they're in a human trafficking compound. But you can see here they've got their domain name and they still haven't got the .com. Now, I would recommend, if you're doing a proper scam, is to grab the .com, especially if you are claiming that you are a registered company, which we'll show you in a few minutes. How it works is really simple. You register and refund from the same place, select a plan, and you're going to withdraw your money. Life is simple. Just a few simple steps. You can start earning consistent returns through our trusted investment platform designed to maximize publicity. Now, what type of platform do you think would be sitting here chirping like a canary, who can make 419% returns per year? So here we go. So you've got an hourly package, a daily package, a weekly package, and a monthly package. $5,000 unlimited. Return on investment, 35% after a month. That's just unheard of. Don't be stupid. Investment plans. Well, here you go. The yearly package, 419.75% return on your investment. $1,000 unlimited. Daily rewards of 1.15. Absolutely incredible. So don't muck around, ladies and gentlemen. Our services, they invest in real estate investments. So they're going to get the returns. And gold. How does gold give you 400% return on your investment? And is it guaranteed? I want to know this. So they do stock investments and they do crude oil. Everything about this is just getting better and better. Frequently asked questions. These are some simple basic. What is CEDFX3CHAIN? Investment program that offers high returns on investments. Oh, why couldn't I find? If I found this before I started my working career, I would have had a passive income by now, and I would have not been able, wouldn't have to be trying to be a YouTuber to make his living. Here we go, and we've got the certificate of incorporation. So if you search for CEDFX3CHAIN, FX3CHAIN, I can't find them anywhere. If you can, please let me know. And do remember, if you have any problems, turn up in Switzerland. No phone numbers as well. So I don't even know why I bothered doing this. But I do realize why I bothered doing this. And I did it because I know that this company, people will put their crypto in this company, because this company isn't multi-level marketing. This is just a straight scam. So let's read the blog, and I'm going to not spend too long on it, but hope you enjoy my commentary, because I asked it to be a little bit funnier this time.
Let's say you just discovered CEDFX3CHAIN, a crypto platform that claims to be listed on the Nasdaq, operates out of Switzerland, follows US law, mines Bitcoin, builds energy infrastructure, and offers 419% annual returns. Sounds legit, right? Right up until you realize you've wandered into the digital equivalent of someone offering to double your money behind a McDonald's at midnight. This isn't just a scam, it's a masterclass in crypto comedy, From fake compliance badges to buzzword soup and ROI promises that would make Bernie Madoff blush, CEDFX3CHAIN is a walking, talking, JavaScript-powered financial joke. But the problem is, it's not funny, because people are losing money. This blog pulls back the curtain on the mess behind the marketing. Welcome to the scam you almost believed. CEDFX3CHAIN is the latest in a long line of crypto investment scams wrapped in professional-looking websites, buzzwords, and fake credibility. It markets itself as a trusted partner in building wealth, but underneath the glossy exterior lies a dangerous Ponzi operation with zero transparency, no verifiable registration, and wildly unsustainable promises. This blog exposes the red flags and deceptive tactics used to lure victims.
Yeah, and that's the purpose of this blog. And obviously, if you are on my blog, I'll put the link in the chat room. You'll be able to look at that. This was recorded live as well, so I'll probably get a defamation company from some mystery company that will find me on the internet, send me a defamation, untrue information request.
A company with no real identity despite claiming to be based in Switzerland. The site repeatedly states that it follows United States law and refers to itself as a United States-based operation. That contradiction alone raises major red flags. There is no legal business name, no registration number, and no listed directors or staff. It's a ghost company. They claim to be listed on the Nasdaq and Toronto Stock Exchange, yet no such listing exists. This is a verifiable lie and a serious one, used to falsely reassure investors that this is a regulated, publicly traded company.
Right, so you hope you've woken up. You've heard this now.
Impossible returns and Ponzi-like investment plans. Picture this. You're promised nearly 500,000% return on your money in a year, with daily payouts, capital returned, and a cheery little referral bonus on top. That's not an investment strategy. That's a bedtime story written by someone who thinks compound interest is a form of sorcery. CEDFX3CHAIN advertises investment plans with absurd ROI claims.
Yep. So now this is breathtaking. So brace yourself.
Hourly plan. 0.15% hourly for 120 hours equals 18% daily plan. 2.75% daily for 10 days equals 27.5% weekly plan. 20.55% in 7 days monthly plan. 35% return after 1 month yearly plan. 1.15% daily for 365 days equals 419.75%. These are mathematically unsustainable and a hallmark of HYIP, high-yield investment program scams. No legitimate financial entity can offer guaranteed fixed returns at this scale.
Yeah, it's just 419%, 365 days. And I assume that you have to compound all your money. So you have to be prepared to leave your money on the table for 12 months before you realize, oh, I can't withdraw it.
To sweeten the deal, they add a two-tier referral commission structure of 5% and 8%, a classic MLM-style tactic used to promote aggressive recruitment. This isn't investing, it's a pyramid scheme where new deposits pay out old ones.
Right, now this is interesting because as I said, I didn't see a referral link or a commission, and obviously I didn't sign up and give them my crypto so I could do a full-blown investigation. So I would actually say they must have that when you sign in the background, that if you have refer a friend, you're going to get commissions. But don't worry, the commissions won't turn up. They will stay on the back end of the game of Monopoly that you're about to play. That's how it works, ladies and gentlemen.
The illusion of services. Imagine walking into a Ferrari showroom, only to find cardboard cutouts of the cars, and a guy behind the counter asking for Bitcoin. That's the vibe you get when scrolling through CEDFX3CHAIN's so-called services. They toss around big phrases like wealth management and estate planning like confetti at a scammer's birthday party, but there's nothing behind the words. No evidence, no track record, and no legal authority to offer any of it.
Yeah, so I think that analogy was quite good, actually. Yeah, so this is a cardboard cutout investment opportunity. I love that terminology.
CEDFX3CHAIN claims to offer services like crypto trading, real estate investing, retirement planning, estate planning, insurance solutions, energy infrastructure, and Bitcoin mining.
So, I mean, when you get these, I see these pitch decks all day long, but literally, this is just every time they do another website or another pitch deck, it just gets better and better, more refined, and it tells you everything you want to hear. Everyone wants to have all that stuff that they promise, but the reality is it's never going to eventuate.
but there is no evidence of any real service delivery, no
No.
portfolios, no partner firms, no staff bios, and no proof of operations. Their services page is practically empty. The entire site is just a marketing shell. They even throw in trendy terms like carbon neutrality, cutting-edge technology, and SOC 2 Type 2 compliance, none of which can be verified.
Yep, I'm just posting this blog on LinkedIn at the same time. I'm a big supporter of LinkedIn, actually. I get 120,000 views on my post a week at the moment. Isn't that amazing? So we'll publish that on there, and that's published. It is. And I haven't tried finding this company on LinkedIn yet. This is not even a real company, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, what I mean by that, this isn't even the type of scam that I really want to cover. And there will be 10,000 websites, if not more, from the same outfit probably on the internet, mass produced. Now, we're currently doing a big investigation on Pakistani software houses. And we've seen some court documents where they've gone through and found all the domain names that they've set up with websites, literally 1,000 websites. So companies like this will set up 1,000 websites, cloning each of the sites they've just produced in their software development houses, claiming that they will do all sorts of things. So in the Pakistani story that we've been going after, they literally tell people that they're going to produce them a book and ghostwrite it for them. Then they tell them they're going to market the book on the internet. They're going to build them a website. They're going to give them a big footprint on the internet. They're going to set up their social media. They're going to do all their advertising. And what else do? They say they're going to get your book on Amazon. They register ASBN numbers. They copyright your logos. They create your logos. They do your branding. And all these here are services that they offer. And at the end of the day, they just keep stringing people along. In one case, one person we know of has invested $300,000 so far and still haven't got their book finished, but it's just around the corner. And then they ghost the people. And that's the scam that's going on at the moment. Now, the Pakistani software industry is worth $3.4 billion a year, so they tell you. The average wage for somebody in Pakistan is $4 US a day. So they promise their staff who work in these companies that they're going to get paid something like $2,000 a month. And then if they don't get to their sales quota, meaning ringing up people like myself and offer their services, they don't get paid and they hold back their wages. So they're not only just scamming the Western world, they're scamming the people that work in Pakistan. So we've been going after them quite heavily. But it's an amazing story and it's breathtaking. But back in 2021, they actually got raided. And a lot of these companies, or the people behind it, got shut down. So now they've diversified. They've gone worldwide. They have gone to people who've got residency in countries around the world, like America, especially in Texas. And they've said, hey, mate, you wouldn't be able to set up a genuine company in America for us under your name, and then we'll run it for you. And that's the next wave of the scam. So these scams that we fight are always evolving and getting bigger and more sophisticated. I'm here to name and shame and expose anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam, but my job's getting harder and harder because I'm also fighting with people who want that passive income. They want the freedom of being able to do what they like with the money. People have been telling them stories like the bank gives you no interest. So take out your principal and give us your principal and we'll pay you the interest you deserve. But the principal is what they're after. But they don't say that. So it's time to sharpen up. Okay, so let's see. I hope I'm not repeating the paragraph. I got carried away
Empty
there.
legal policies meant to look legit. Legal disclaimers on scam websites are like seatbelts on a lawn chair. They're to create the illusion of safety, but utterly useless when things collapse. CEDFX3CHAIN's terms and conditions and privacy policy is stuffed with recycled legalese, contradictions, and deliberate vagueness, all designed to protect the scammers, not you. The terms and conditions and privacy policy pages are generic, boilerplate documents that contradict themselves. The T&Cs state the company is based in the US, even though the homepage says Switzerland. They also admit that the user bears full risk, a legal escape hatch to avoid liability.
How can the user be liable? Is this like, was that what they said? They also admit that the users bear full risk. So you've got no protection, basically. I'm just putting this on Twitter as well, and I've noticed that they don't actually have a Twitter account at all. So I've just have to use a hashtag. What's a hashtag, Danny? All right, the next paragraph. Let's carry on.
Their privacy policy claims to respect your data, but includes vague language allowing them to share your info with unnamed partners and affiliates. There's no mention of GDPR, FADP, or CCPA compliance. They also collect wallet addresses, IP data, and device IDs, with no safeguards or oversight, a massive red flag when dealing with crypto.
Funny, I post on to Kick, and then I get these adverts on Kick telling me that I can buy viewers. So you get, it's just so many things out there at the moment that you can get done by it. I'm just trying to find a way to feature what I'm doing at the moment. Won't be a second. Please, featured. There I am. Articles. Just going to feature the article that I'm looking at the moment, that I've just produced on my LinkedIn account. If I can do that. Feature. Immerse reader. View stats. Oh, where is it? Share. Comment. Like. Comment settings. View stats. View post. Let's go view post. There it is. And can we go feature? Feature on top of profile. There we go. So we just feature this on top of the profile, which means we might get a few people additional in the live, which would be fantastic. So we did, yeah, so your privacy is out the window because they tell you they're going to keep your privacy, but they're also going to share your privacy. So whenever you're giving KYC details to these people and you get handing over your passport, your driver's license, your home address, your social security number, sharpen up, guys. Sharpen up.
A closer look at the pitch deck PDF. One of the most damning pieces of evidence is CEDFX3CHAIN's pitch deck, a glossy PDF packed with buzzwords, fake certifications, and Ponzi math. It claims the company is listed on Nasdaq and TSX. False. They are headquartered in Switzerland, but operate under US law. Contradictory. Returns of up to 419.75% annually with capital returned. Classic scam lure too. Tier referral bonuses of 5% and 8%. Ponzi structure. Services in crypto, real estate, agriculture, energy, and more, with no substantiation.
Yeah, look, let's be public. Let's say I made money on real estate. Let's give us an example of one property that they've bought and resold and made such ridiculous high returns. It just doesn't make sense.
The deck is designed to look legitimate while providing zero verifiable substance. It even contains fake regulatory seals and references to SOC 2 compliance and carbon neutrality, neither of which can be proven. The PDF reads like a con artist's resume, polished, confident, and completely fabricated.
It does.
Download the full CEDFX3CHAIN pitch deck and see for yourself just how elaborate the scam has been packaged.
Yeah, so we put that PDF, we download it, and we upload it to my own server, which is protected by Google. We want this content to stay online, not so that we can promote this company, but so that we can show you the type of pitch deck. So when we do our next expose, we can show you that the pitch deck that we got from this company looks very much the one like we're doing at this company. And this is why I get better and better at doing these reviews, because I've just seen it all before.
Use it to educate others. These are the documents scammers hand out to trick friends, family, and vulnerable investors. Let this be a warning.
So here's the warning signs that you should be learning from, ladies and gentlemen.
Previous. View larger image. CEDFX3CHAIN crypto scam exposed.
Sorry, I highlighted the wrong area there. So we've got CEDFX3CHAIN.
CEDFX3CHAIN teaches us exactly how scammers build fake credibility. Stock exchange lies. If a company claims to be listed but isn't, it's fraud. Fake locations. Conflicting jurisdictions equals no accountability. High fixed ROIs. No real investment offers guaranteed daily, weekly, monthly returns. Referral bonuses. MLM-style commissions usually point to Ponzi schemes. No team transparency. No named CEO. No company number. No way to verify who's behind it. Buzzword bloat. If a site uses phrases like carbon neutral, cutting edge, and tailored plans without evidence, it's probably fake.
Yeah, it is probably fake. Probably fake. I don't like the word probably, just saying. But that's what you want to look out for, warning signs. Now, I have got a red flag and it's on the cabinet over there, so I have to get off my ass and go get it. But I normally wave a few flags. And it's really simple. If it involves crypto, this is how you invest in this company. If it pays rewards, that's another red flag. And if it sounds too good to be true. So this one is actually too good to be true, isn't it? I hope Pixel doesn't want out. Do you want out? Okay, you have to listen to this paragraph by yourself. I'm just going to let my puppy out. Well, not a puppy, are you 3 years old now? Yeah. All right, I'll just go do that. And you listen to this last paragraph. The final verdict.
Final verdict. Let's not sugarcoat it. CEDFX3CHAIN is a scam dressed in fintech cosplay. From fake stock listings to fantasy-level ROI claims and privacy policies, more slippery than a grease deal, every part of this operation screams fraud. There's no team, no product, no accountability, just a glossy website engineered to siphon funds from unsuspecting victims. If you're reading this before investing, walk away. If you've already put money in, warn others and report it. Stay informed, stay skeptical, and remember, if it sounds too good to be true, it's a crypto Ponzi dressed in a suit. About the author, Danny de Hek, also known as the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, is a New Zealand-based investigative journalist specializing in exposing crypto fraud, Ponzi schemes, and MLM scams. His work has been featured by Bloomberg.
Oh, you don't need to hear all that. We all know about me. Actually, I'm getting a bit of press at the moment, which is really, really good. So hopefully we'll get a lot of people. But yeah, I have been featured in Bloomberg News, News Australia. The Indian one I'm really happy about. That was quite good. That's new. And that was about the, they talk about me quite a bit in here actually, and about my reporting. And down the very bottom here, they actually mentioned who is Danny de Hek. Look at that. Pretty cool. So yes, we're getting a bit of exposure. What's my why? Well, I've been brought up in a religious cult, and I used to listen to the elders and the ministerial servants who ran the organization gaslight us from the stage, telling me that everyone in the world's going to be destroyed and the righteous are going to inherit the earth. So everyone I looked at, that's a tail there, by the way. What are you doing here, Pete? Come up here. That's the boy. Oh, it gives a cuddle. You're nice and warm. You've been sitting in the sun. Oh, you are. Hello. No looking on camera, please. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Fluffy dog. He's a good boy. And yeah. Right. There we go. He's what he does. He just hugs Dad. Yeah, so that's basically the blog. So hopefully that's helped you avoid this company. And it really is a joke, to be honest. It's a joke, guys. You don't want to get involved in these type of investment opportunities. There's no such thing. This is to lure you. It is to con you into thinking that you are going to get wealthy, and you're not. You're just going to lose your money. So that's the truth of it all. Obviously, I can't get my review in with Trustpilot, which would be the other thing I would have liked to do before this finished. You can still go and purchase their domain name, which is even funnier, if you want to start up your own version of this company, maybe a legitimate person. Oh, Crypto G's in here. Nice to see you. Start with multi-level marketing and too good to be true, then crypto. Oh, you're a crypto. Do you like crypto? Crypto G. Now, the Crypto G is the only reason I don't come up here and say I can't stand crypto, because there is money to be had. And there is also ways to invest in legitimate crypto opportunities. Now, I can't sit here and offer those to you because I'm not educated enough. However, I do know that there is ways to certify whether things are true and genuine. And we've used the services of Crypto G numerous times. In fact, he has a menu available. He's one of our Avengers, and he helps us go through these crypto wallets that people have been investing in and look for the fraud and the corruption. And we've found some amazing stuff. Now, I've actually got a little bit of crypto. And when I say a little bit of crypto, I think it's about $300 or $400. And I actually have invested in a couple of little crypto opportunities, as they say. Now, not like you are probably thinking opportunities, but we've got a company here in Christchurch, New Zealand that has about 90 staff. And they've also got another company that's over the road and they've got 90 staff. And I've gone into their buildings and walked through the buildings. I can see the projects that they are working on. And they're involved in the gaming industry. And they produce like video games. And they've had one game that's been, I think, downloaded, I think, 1 million times. And also they've had revenue from that company. But they also have their in-house token. And I've bought some of those. And I can't even remember the name of them. But it's a company that's local. I can see them, I can touch them, I can smell them, and I invested in them. And the other token that I have is a Pulse coin. Yes, Richard Hart. I did a video a wee while ago asking the question, is Hex a scam? And I got a whole lot of people telling me, oh, it's not a scam, it's the real deal. You just don't understand the internet. You have zero knowledge of the tech, they tell me. So I went into this these YouTubers I've met online, and they are quite archaic. I can't see, I think I've got them here somewhere. Ponzi schemers. They are a real hard case. Black Sheep, that's where they are. Oop, I nearly had them. Hold up, Black Sheep. And the guy that runs Black Sheep, this guy, has actually even been featured on Behind MLM in the past. He's a bit of a laugh. Let's see if I can have him here. So there he is there. He's probably got some weird music going on.
Now he's at 240K. Like he's doing great for himself, man. So
So I go on their show I did go on their show quite a lot. And this guy here actually loves Pulse chain so much that he gave me a Pulse token. And it's at the time, it was worth $160. So it was a very generous thing. But he said he believes the project and he's there to the end, so to speak. And now a wee while ago, these people, they go live every day consistently, and they have a real cool YouTube channel. And they're consistent. And they're what I call crypto lovers. And they put a lot of energy into what they do. Anyway, this Pulse chain token that I had went up to $2,800. So they gave me $2,800. Anyway, after a few days, it dived back down again and went right down to, I think, $250. And today I looked at it and it's $770. It's a real roller coaster. So it's quite cool. But I'm not really, I don't give it doesn't excite me. It doesn't do anything for me. I'm not educated enough to really understand how it all works. Crypto G's has actually helped me stake some of my tokens, I think. And then he's diversified my crypto investments so I don't lose. And when I say crypto investments, it's $300-400, ladies and gentlemen. But one day if it goes big internet, I'll be able to scoop up some of that money. Crypto and the blockchain it is friggin' amazing stuff. It is also, like anything, I could take your credit card and go shopping with it. It's illegal. Doesn't mean that you can do illegal activities because you can get money off people via crypto. It just doesn't make any sense. Ruby Play Network, that's the one. So I'm going to actually see if I can bring up the Ruby Play Network. Let's see, Ruby Play Network. I don't even know how to do it. So Ruby Play. Have you still got crypto in that network? Because we went through this particular company. There it is. So this is the Ruby Play Network. And this is not a commercial or anything. So this is their claims that they have. Active players who play their game. Monthly gameplay. Player reach. And this is the game I was talking about. And not only this is their staff. Now, I've been in their offices and I know these people. And if I go through here, one of these people here's one of my mates. And his name is Jim. And I'm looking for Jim. I can't see Jim in here. But he invested in the company himself, and he gave me a donation. He's not even in that picture. I wonder if he's in this picture. Jim in here? Nope. So what I'm getting at is a guy gave me equivalent to about $150 worth of these this company, and they've got products. Even though I don't know their products. Ruby Sweeps. Don't even know what it is. Isn't that quite cool? So I'm quite happy to invest in this company, and I'm quite happy to have some of their, it's like shares, and if they take off, I'll take off. And, they're using my money to build these projects up, I assume. That's how it works. So it's pretty cool, and it's cool. So let's do that. All right, guys. So what I'm going to do now is I'm not going to actually go off the internet. I'm just going to cut this video off so I can chop it off and put it on top of the video or on top of the blog that you just see me publish. So once again, if you are thinking about investing in a company like that, you really need to start having a bit of social responsibility. Start doing some of your own research. Use the research that I've done in this blog and also in this video to do your own research when you're thinking about parting with your crypto. These people want your USDT. It's not rocket science. And if you hand it over, they'll take it and you'll never see it again. So remember, you've been warned. I'm Danny de Hek, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. And that was Pixel's nose. Hello, Pixel. Where's he going? Pixel saying goodbye. And he knows when Dad's signing off. But I'm going to actually have a wee look around the internet before I cut this off to see if there's any live Zoom meetings which I can cause havoc in. See you in the next video, guys. There we go. I can cut that off. Alrighty, so let's go back and I'll show you what I normally do. I go to bookmarks and I'm going to go to active Zooms and I'm going to open up a Zoom meeting. And they have changed their Zoom link. Now, this is really funny because this particular company was actually promoting Primerica. And yesterday we went in there and caused a lot of havoc. And they've decided to block the whole of New Zealand and Australia. So I won't be able to get back in there unless I use a VPN, which I really, to be honest, I can't load, which is quite funny, really. So that was Primera. Now, there's a guy called Marcos who did a big video, and I say big video, big investigation about that company and how it's just multi-level marketing. And the chances of you ever making the money they claim is zero, in my opinion, which is hard case. But anyway, that was the first one I was going to try. Next one is Des Amy's, and I've just got a pretty good name. So we're logged in. So what I'm going to do is I go in here and I right-click on these, and I go open 14 tabs. And then we will go through here and we will log into a few meetings. Hopefully I can do this with a doggy on my knee. You don't mind, do you, Pix? Of course, he says not. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these are what I did yesterday. I went through and I looked for all the active meetings that are actually happening right now. And if you do come across any Zoom meetings, I want to show you what to do. So you can literally go to dehek.com and on here, you'll see there's a contact us button. And then we've got Zoom Patrol. Now, that's me dressed up in a policeman hat, looking quite dapping, and with my no scam logo on my shirt. And if you come down here, we've got help us expose MLM scammers on Zoom. So if you went to the acceptable user guidelines in Zoom, you can actually see that it is actually against Zoom's policies for any unauthorized multi-level marketing business. Now, you might be able to get authorized, but I don't know if anyone's doing that. And also any counterfeit goods and services. So that was another one. So what I've done is I've created a page on my website where you can submit these links. So host name, if it's Danny's Zoom meeting, you can put that, the ID and the passcode, or just the Zoom link, press submit. You don't need to put an email address. It's totally anonymous. We can't track you. We can only track your IP address, I'll be honest, but we don't need to do that. And in here, we have explained why we're doing what we're doing. So that's my my thing. So when you open these meetings, yesterday, these are meetings that we've found live meetings in quite regularly. So this host has locked this meeting. So this meeting has been locked, and this is a telltale sign of a company that's doing something shady because they don't want people in their meeting. So I go in here and it's Talk Fusion. So Talk Fusion are going to release, they're launching their website. They've been trying to launch it since 2013, going by my research, and they're going to launch on the 30th of this month. And they're providing a video email. Yes, video email. You've heard of it, ladies and gentlemen. You've heard of email. I hate my email. I prefer to use social media any day because that's how I share videos. But anyway, they're going to go back to the dark ages and they're going to release packages where people can sell packages for people who want to do video email. No one has actually seen a live demo yet, but that's what they are promoting right now, which is quite ironic. So I've opened up all those ones. Now, the next ones we're going to open up is what I call Ponzi Patrol, and this will open up 54 tabs, and this will sometimes take the resources of my computer. Right, so we'll wait for those to load up. I have found out the limitations of my computer. Now, if you're wondering what I'm doing, I don't have Zoom installed on my computer. Because it basically I've been banned on Zoom because they claim that because I name and shame people that I'm also violating their terms and conditions, even though we've had probably 100 meetings shut down, showing them that people are violating their user terms and conditions, which is quite funny. They don't enforce it anymore, which is a bit of a shame. They just let people use their services, because no doubt Zoom are a law-abiding company. No, they're not, because they allow people, they are the getaway vehicles for people who are committing crimes. Because in these meetings, you'll see that people are gaslighting people into investment opportunities, and Zoom are facilitating this. So we don't have any respect for people who do that. I'm a bit of a vigilante. I'm here to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or a scam. I don't deny it. Zoom are facilitating this by giving people the service of Zoom. But because there's probably money on the table, they are thinking, oh, we can't be mean to people. We can't stop these scammers using our services because it's costing us money. So they just allow it to happen, which is just incredible. But don't get me started. But in a minute, we might come across a meeting. If not, we'll finish the Zoom, but you might as well stay here and see what I do. So my job is monitoring Zoom meetings and waiting for anyone doing a sales pitch and a multi-level marketing drive, and that's kind of what I do. So that's us back at the start. Now I'll go through and see if there's any live meetings. We're bound to find one somewhere here. What have we got? We've got messages. No one's here. And all I'm looking at, see how it says waiting for host to start meeting? If the host is in the meeting ready to go, that will change to host will let you in when meeting is launched. Okay, so there's no live meeting. So now we go back to wave number 3, and that is going to a Zoom meeting. And this is now going to open up 58 other Zooms. So that means that I might get a bit crackly, and you might say, how come you're sounding a bit crackly? And then I'll say, because I opened too many Zoom windows. But let's see what happens. It's always a bit of fun. Pixel still give me a cuddle. Oh, it's hard doing this when you're on my knee, Pix. Oh, oh. He loves it when Dad gives him a good scratch. Yeah, right? Yeah. Oh, dear. It's not easy doing this with a dog on your knee. Hey, Pix. Pixel is a 50% schnauzer and 50% poodle. He's a first generation schnoodle, aren't you? And he's daddy's boy. He's always following daddy around the house. He sleeps under the desk normally when I'm live. All right, can I put you down now? Okay, here you go. All right, let's see what we've got here. I'll shut that windows down. Hey, if you like key commands and you're on a Mac, I'm going to teach you some stuff. So I'm holding the option and the command key down at the moment, and I'm using the arrow keys to go between one tab on a web browser and the next, which is really, really cool. So as I hold those down, I use the arrow keys, and that takes me to the new tab, which I'm just opening up now. And then I just click join and I go, and I'm just hitting the right arrow on the keyboard and waiting for that to load. And this is where the resources of the computer starts to get a bit, how do we say, sketchy. But in the meantime, I'm going to shut down another tab on another screen, which will give me a bit more beef. And I've just got to sit here patiently waiting for that screen to load. And there it goes. And then I can click join. And then I hold down the option and command key again, and I hit the arrow key to go to the next tab. And we repeat the process. And as everything's trying to grab my sound and my camera control, that's why the browser seems to struggle quite a bit. And because I'm broadcasting live on 6 different platforms at the same time, I'm using a lot of bandwidth as well. And you can see here, so I'm getting a few difficulties, but overall, I can normally get away with it. Most people probably have 10 tabs open. I literally sometimes have 180 tabs open. And right now, I think I have got around about 140 tabs open. But if you just do it nicely and quietly, when we do get a live meeting, then I could shut down some of the tabs to give me a bit more CPU speed, even though I'm using a 13-inch MacBook Pro M4, which is the fastest you can get at the moment when it comes to laptops, without going stupid and without getting a custom one. Yeah, so it's all quite good. But see here, this is when if you go to a Zoom link in a web browser, it will say launch meeting, but there's no, and it says download the software. But if you click the launch meeting again, then a box below will come to the bottom and it says join via web browser. So that's how I do it. And then you click on that. Now, if they kick me out of here because they don't like me, don't know why that would be, then I can literally empty the cache in the computer and go back into that meeting on the same day. But if you were using the software, it wouldn't allow you to do that. So now what I've done is I've downloaded 7 different browsers. So I can literally go into the same Zoom meeting 7 times. So what I usually do is I use my main web browser, which you're looking at, to basically broadcast the meeting. And then I've got a laptop on a V-mount bracket that allows me to fire up other Zoom meetings on different browsers and cause havoc. And then we can broadcast what's happening and cause havoc. And when they kick me out of the rooms, I don't lose the broadcast or what I'm transmitting. And that makes it more entertaining for you guys. So that's how we roll, ladies and gentlemen. And we're just going to go back. But some of the key commands I've discovered for doing stuff like this has made me more efficient, which has been really nice and good. And also, if you're wondering, if there is a live Zoom meeting on, the sound won't start happening until I hover back onto that tab, which is a bit of a funny one, really. So what I'm getting at is, which I've just about opened all the meetings I'm going to open today, and there we are. And it is 26 minutes past 12 while I've been recording this, and normally these meetings start on the hour. But that's it. So now we've got all the tabs open, and now I can come through and monitor. And as soon as I open the tab with a live meeting, the sound will kick in, and then we'll be able to find it. But I could leave these all open all day long, and meetings could come and go, and I'll miss them. So that's sort of a bit of the educational side of it. So now I've got everything running. I think I'm still sounding quite good while I'm broadcasting. And that's how it works. And then if there's nothing here, I'm going to tell you what video I'm going to do next. And then I might actually go do some work. Now, if you don't know how I survive, I actually do drop shipping for a living. I set up ready to go drop shipping websites for people, and I train them how to find products, import products, optimize their website, and then sell products through free search engine optimization. So we optimize the products. People search Google, find the products, click on the products, and buy the products. And it's not easy to do, but that's what I do. I help train people to do that, which is quite cool. And that's how I managed to sustain my YouTube career. So I spend I haven't been lately. I've been backing up. Well, I suppose I'm not far off it, but I spend about 60, 70 hours a week. Probably spend in from 2 to 4 hours a day streaming on the internet. But the majority of my time is YouTubing, and then I do passive income. Well, it's not passive, you have to work for it, but I don't give my shops much love. If I gave it full-time love, I would probably do a lot better than I do financially. But my passion is doing YouTube videos exposing scammers and trying to save mum and dad investors from losing their children's inheritance. But you can see there's actually nothing absolutely happening here. There we go. So Clint Brown, he has joined. See the difference? Waiting for host to start the meeting. And now we've got Clint Brown, which from memory, I think Clint is a wellness speaker, and he's going to be encouraging people to invest in health food. And I think it's either Vital Health or it's Beyond, what they call Love Be Me, Love Be Me, Bio Me. No, it's Love Bio Me. I think that's what he's promoting, and that's just straight multi-level marketing. But the claims that he makes that the products will do are just insane. He literally tells people that if you take his products and eat healthy, that he's going to cure you from cancer. So it's absolutely amazing. So it looks like that meeting's probably going to start at, I'm guessing that's going to start pretty soon. Now, I could fire up a whole lot of other meetings, or I can sit here and let you guys get educated with how this all works. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this opportunity to fix my microphone just in case I need to use this browser, because the other thing that you don't know about is reload. So we're going to go reload into that. Is that because I'm using sound here and I'm also using browser sound, it's a race on who gets the speaker and who gets the microphone. So if I want to speak in this browser, it doesn't work, and that's why I need to open another one. And that's why sometimes you're wondering why Danny's having troubles with the sound. It's because it's the juggling act on who actually holds the sound. If that makes sense. Alrighty. So he could join any minute, which would be quite interesting. And the other one that we want to do is I actually am going to open up the ones with the passcodes. And that's going to really, this could blow the computer. So I'm going to open up 21 other meetings that all need to be logged into. And this is where it all goes pear-shaped, Danny. But I'm just opening up a window that you can't see with all the passwords that I need. There's my passwords. And now I will open up another 21 windows while we're waiting, and away we go. And what I'll do is I'm going to shut down that window. That's good. And we can see. So hopefully we will hear that come online. It is 12:31. So whether they start at, which I believe will be 9:30 their time, because they're probably in America, we will have a wee listen. But in the meantime, we're going to log into some additional meetings and see if there's any action. And if not, we'll leave you to it. But there will be, there always is be. Waiting for host to start the meeting. Tony A. Business Launch. Waiting for host to start the meeting. VIP grants to greatness. Opportunity call. Now, we destroyed their meeting the other day. It was a bunch of ladies at a tea party telling them that they were selling memberships and getting commissions, and everyone was deliriously happy because they were consuming the food. All right, so this one here I have to owe thanks to Crypto G. I didn't know how to spell legend, but apparently it's leg and end, and I've never forgot that. That's how dyslexic brains work, ladies and gentlemen. That's pronunciation. Password, let's see, 888. Join. Next one. 123. Next one. You can see a pattern here. I can see the computer might be starting to break up a little bit. So they're first two. Now we're on to 1, 2, 3, 4, I think. Yes, we are. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to go for a big one. Now, if you ever get asked, that's interesting. It didn't ask me for email. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See if that works. Sometimes they ask you for an email, and that one normally did. There you go. They've updated stuff. Interesting. So that's when we get that number and we see what we've done wrong. It is a 1, 2, 3, 4, not 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. The high-tech passwords are you're using, I tell you. Let's go wrong. Overdrone. Now, I probably can get rid of Overdrone France. I don't think it's going to ever happen, that one. So I'm going to actually highlight that one. And we are going to delete. And we are also going to shut that one down. And we'll go straight into, this is the one. So meeting code 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Email blur@blur.com. And in we go. And then we go to here. These are all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6s. And I do like the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6s because I just slide along the keyboard from 1 to 6 without pressing the buttons, like the piano when you're playing the piano. And now we should be back to 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. So we appreciate the help that we get from people who obviously feed us these links so that we can keep up to date with what's happening. These ones are 2024. 2024. Oops, sometimes I get a bit drunk on the old keyboard, I think. That was 2025. Let's try that one. Yeah, so all these people must be horrified the fact that they've been given away their passwords to people like me who want to cause this one here. I love this one. No limit. Whoops, I think I hit the fat finger syndrome. I did. Right, so the first word, no limit. L-O-M-L-O. There we go. Good. We still haven't broken up too much. Now we're up to diamond. And diamond's normally an active meeting, so this could be quite good. Diamond. Did I spell it right? I did. Keith Williams. He's another health nut. This one I don't like. This one that doesn't want to go in my head. It's 539664. And now we'll go to the next one. And this is Freedom. And I think this is Mars Honda, I call her. Ma Honda, but it's Mashonda Henderson's room. And she's helped lots of people lose their money. And there we go. And I think that might be the last one. A travel company is another one that we've been getting a lot of lately. This password is Live Better. Doesn't that make you feel good just logging in? And now we'll have the very, very last one, which is 2025, and that should work. Team United. Now I'm going to put move 2025 up to 2025, and I think we're doing pretty cool. I'm also going to move this one up to that number there, so we do all the numbers together. Actually, I might do the numbers last, and then we will put that pane right. So now we have all these meetings. Hey, Susie, how you doing? Hey, Crypto G's here too. Lovely to see you guys here. You're so supportive to me. I don't think I've done a live without Susie being in here. But Crypto G, well, he plays music a lot, so he's probably playing at the band. So he's here a lot, supporting me all the way through. So been doing this for 5 years, ladies and gentlemen. Crazy. Just did a blog on one of the companies in the chat room. Sorry, not in the chat room. It was in our chat room. Bob wanted me to do a blog on it. Only problem with that one was it's how do I say, so lame it's not funny. Yeah, so now we're just going through these Zoom meetings and we're just looking for a live meeting. We're probably going to get a couple of lame ones, but even if we don't cause disruption, sometimes it's good to see how these people use manipulating techniques to brainwash people, what I call gaslighting into people into these investment opportunities, and they give you the fear of missing out, FOMO. And it's an everyday thing for me and the Avengers, watching these people in these Zoom meetings. And to be honest, we're pretty thick-skinned to it now. But if you hadn't heard them before, some of these sales techniques work on the newbies who are just attending for the first time, and they actually eats away in their subliminal brain that they are going to get a passive income and drive around in Ferraris and do Instagram posts for the rest of their life. But it's not going to happen, ladies and gentlemen. It's just a fallacy. It's a lie. It's a mistruth. It's somebody who wants to get commissions. Look at these lovely people here. And I think this was actually, yes, it is. This guy has been on the phone to us. Cryptech. Somebody sent me a message this morning. EU1 Life. EU1 Life, we had pocket watching with JT. And these people here, their video is promoting 3 opportunities that are basically all fallen over. And it's crazy. And that's what these dreams come true. Now, EU1 Life claimed that people can sign up and make $2,000 from their hospital bed by doing nothing. Have you ever heard of anything so stupid? Pocket Watching with JT did an expose on them, and he used my content. And he said they managed to find the guy that was behind E1U Life, I should say that right. And he had been sued by FEC for, I think, up to 40 million. And his son was running the claim of this system. And then we get people like Mars Honda, promoting these programs and not doing due diligence. Then we get on videos with her and we say, hey, you were featured on Pocket Watching with JT, a guy that's got over 100,000 YouTube subscribers. And I said, and we showed you that this was a scam. However, you are still promoting it. Oh, you call everything a scam. And I go, you did not listen to what I said. We've got a video showing that you have been featured, showing that this is a scam, and you are still promoting it, because these people don't care whether it's true and genuine. They will go down with the ship because they're on the ship looting people's wallets, before they go down with the Titanic, so to speak. And that's just disgusting. And it's just so true. So that's why we get in here and we get under people's skins. That's why people set up websites to tell people that I'm not a nice person, which I am a lovely person, because they don't want the truth. They can't handle the truth. That's how truthful it is. I've obviously got a few problems here with a couple of these ones that I didn't log in properly, so I'm just fixing that as we speak. This one here is password 123. There we go. Grow life. And we've got, I think we're just about nearly at the end of all of these. So I have got a couple of other sites. Weather is nasty right now. Well, there you go. Yates making me jump. Oh, is it? Now, why would the weather be nasty? Is that, do you get tornadoes sometimes where you are? Or is that just, we see that on TV and we think it's real, true and genuine, but, right. So now what I do when I get to the end of this list, which I have, I go into WhatsApp and I go through here and I, now I go into here and I look for any meetings which my Avengers may have given me and see if there's any. Hangout, 8 a.m. tonight. So that would have already passed. How to make money soon. Food quality. Where's Jelly Snack when you need it? She's having a day off, is she? 35. So some of these Zoom meetings I get, I basically put them into my database over here and see whether we've already got them. No, we haven't. So this is one that we haven't got. I'll just see if it's active. It may be the one that changed. There we go. Alrighty, just get that back to here. Discovery call. I love these ones. So there's another one. Discovery call. The 1st of July. So it must be a repeating meeting. And what we'll do with these ones is we'll put them in Zoom, and I put them in just a general area, and we'll call it Discovery Call. Now, if you want to do a bit of investigation on what I'm just doing, for example, we can go back to the meetings like this, and we basically get that number that they were using for Zoom, and we literally just go Zoom ID, put the number in, and do a search. And then what we often will find, not all the time, and we did find, there we go. So now we can come in here and we can find a link that somebody's posted in their Telegram group promoting the meeting that we're curious what it's going to be about. So we do a bit of research. So now we click on this and, okay, I might have to log in, which is a bit of a pain. Let's think, how am I going to do that? Let's go surfing now. Everyone's learning how. Come on safari with me. Let's go to that one. Boom. Passwords. Oh, the whole life is a password. And look, it's even in a different language, which is quite exciting. Hopefully. Ta-da! Right, so now I'm going to shut down that window, once again. And now I'm going to go back to, I think we'll have to, I'm just trying something here. Bookmarks acceptable. No, recently closed. I'm just trying to find the Gary Woods meeting. Interesting. Right. So now we're going to go Zoom ID password, and then we'll go, and now we'll be able to go straight into that. And we're going to go English. So here's a lady, and this is what you see. This is exactly what we see. So here's a lady and all her friends acting like life is wonderful, doing an Instagram post to generate leads. And then you come down here and you'll find there will be a link to a Zoom meeting somewhere on this lady's profile. And this is how she has gained her happiness. And I literally have seen that lady before. So I don't know, but in here somehow she will have a link to a meeting where that if you come along to her Zoom meeting, you will be happy as well. So let's have a look. Did you know? I'm just trying to find it to prove that theory. See, she's got products that are fantastic. And if you eat those products, you'll live happily ever after. So I'm just going to actually try something funny here. I don't know if I can actually do this, but we'll give it a go. So her LinkedIn profile, more post. So let's have a look at her Instagram profile. And she is, looks like she's busting out of that top. Better take a better look at that. I think that top might be a little bit too tight for you, love. But now we can see Travel Advantage, the platform. So here it is. So there will be a blog all about a product she's pushing down your throat. So let's have a look. And I do feel sorry for these people because I think they are chasing the passive dream. So here's some of the wealth. Oh, I actually think I know what opportunity this is because I've been chasing these guys for ages. This is a gold scam. And I've probably even got a profile about this lady on my website already. And this is really disgusting because I know these people rename their Instagram handles so we can't track them. And normally, if I make one comment to this lady, I will be blocked and I won't be able to see this again. So it's crazy. But she's obviously got a group of friends and they will be promoting something that's going to be life-changing. Let's have a listen and see what she says. Where's her volume? Where's the volume? Here it is.
A box full of health upgrade products that I admittedly started months and months ago and then didn't keep up. Reason being finances. Also, when you have a chronic illness like mine, for those of you who don't know, I have chronic fatigue syndrome, which is medically known as myalgic encephalomyelitis.
So is she insinuating that she's got a life-threatening disease? I mean, it's just crazy. And they all have a hard luck story. I've literally gone into these Zoom meetings, watched ladies just like this lady, been told how to deliver their hard luck story to get a connection with you. And Life Advantage could be the product here. Susie's been saying something, just a thunderstorm. I see. So, I've heard of these speeches before, and they all have the same profile. So here's the lady that's got this amazing health concern, and she's obviously doing herself up and make herself look pretty to make herself feel good, I presume. Oh, goodness me. I don't know what that's all about.
How you going all? Just here at the Wealth Odyssey Summit on the Gold Coast. I'm here.
So this is the Australian one that I've been going after. So if I go into here, you can see that these people post endorsements on this thing called, whatever it is. I am going to show you something interesting, though. I'll just have to flip a screen for a second, just in case I expose somebody. But this wealth thing, yeah, that's brilliant. Actually, there's a couple of things I've got to do while we're here. I'm going to show you my database. So yesterday we did a blog about this company here, and then today we just did a blog about this company. So we're going to show you what we normally do. So first of all, we go to Ponzi schemes and scams, and we've got around about 170, I think, at the moment that we've been featuring. And we'll come up here and we'll start, because we started this video exposing the company. So first thing I'm going to do is post the URL to the blog. I'm now going to give that blog a name. I'm also going to go to that website address, put that in there. And now, because we have six different government agencies have full access to our database. And if they're doing research on this company or anyone that's been scammed, they can actually go and watch a video, and all our research is on the table for them. PDFs, well, that's going to be easy because we actually have got the pitch deck for this particular company that we just did the video on. We haven't found anyone promoting it yet, so we can't link to multi-level marketing people. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Oh, we've opened it now. So that's what we want, exactly that. So there's the PDF about the whole company. And then we come back here. We like to make it look pretty, so we add a logo, which isn't very good, that one. So we might actually grab another one. Our services, investment plans. Oh, let's see what we're going to do. I think we might... we'll leave that there, I think. Oh, hold on a minute. 1 minute, please call it. We're going to get this right. Oh, let's see if there's a logo at the bottom. There is. Oh, hold up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's see if we can get something decent here. Oh, that's about as good as we're going to get. That will do the job, though. Right, I'm just getting a screenshot. Make my life easier. I like it to look a little bit like we know what we're doing. So we'll put that logo there, and that's going to tidy up that one with the background. And then we go to Ponzi Schemes and Scams. We click on that sucker. And the next thing we will do is we will square up that logo. Now I'm going to show you something really interesting here. This place here, we're going to click on that. Yesterday we did a expose on what have I just done then, Danny? I'm just going to do a Control Z. I did a video on one of these companies, and they're all the same. I don't even need to show you, do I? No, good. All right, let's not bore. And the other one that we're going to do is we're going to grab that domain name, and just in case, so we did send them an email, support at. So we've got that much information. They don't have anything. So that was just me tidying up the database. Anyway, so if we went to Ponzi Schemes and Scams, and I come down here and I'm looking at a scam that's that lady, which I've seen before, is promoting, and it's actually called something to do with gold. And there it is, Artorias Gold. Right. So this is how good my database is. This is just the basics on the scam. There's a couple of videos, nothing too good, but we've also got the government warnings and the like. And if we go into the story, you can read all about it. This company was running a seminar on the Gold Coast. We actually managed to get that seminar cancelled because we wrote to the Surfers Paradise Gold Coast facilitator and said, are you hosting an event? Do you know it's a bunch of scammers? We've got handles on each and every one of these people who are promoting it. So like I said, I think I've seen that lady before. I think I have. So in here somewhere, we're probably going to find that same lady who we were just looking at her social media dancing around, and she's encouraging people to go along. Is it Shirley Brown? Could be. Is it Brittany? Could be. But we have databases on each of these people. So to give you an example, we've got this guy here. So we've got videos we've done about him. We've got photos of his kids. We've got his home address. We know where he lives. We've got his Vimeo account, so we can come in here. We even have passwords. So these are how dirty these guys are. So this guy here posts videos on his Vimeo account every week. But if you come down here, it shows you there's no activity. And he's been using this Vimeo account since 2013. But what we've discovered is this boy will post videos and delete them a week later. And we've got proof of that because we've got one right here, which I don't know if I'll be able to, which he's deleted, where we have password access. And this is how dirty these guys are. So that video is gone, and all his videos are gone because he would have watched my videos and he would know that I had access to his videos. So didn't delete his channel, but he did delete the video that we were talking about. And then we have the whole 9 yards about him and his scammy career. This guy claims he used to be a fireman. This guy claims that he was suicidal. This guy claims that he was sleeping in his car. This guy claims he used to be a fireman. And we've got videos of him telling people hard luck stories. And they report my videos and get them removed because of defamation. Even though I've got evidence to prove. But I embed those videos into my blogs. And then I also use Rumble, and that's why I broadcast on 6 different channels at the same time. So some of these videos, they haven't been successful at getting removed. And in here, we expose him. Information is public. I'm not trying to out anybody. No need to do that. Yeah. But I probably have got enough information. Yeah, so it's quite interesting. And if you really want to know more about me, and what I'm doing is I'm an investigative reporter. Now, just recently I've had my website removed, and now Google are protecting me from getting my website removed. They've got a service called Google Project Shield. Look it up. It's quite fascinating. And I'm what they call an OSINT investigator, where I use online information to source and research Ponzi schemes and scams that I'm investigating. And I've done a whole blog about it. I think it's called OSINT, which is open source intelligence. And that's what I specialize in doing. And that's why I do what I do. So this lady, yes, I could start doing another article about her, but until the Australian OTA, Australian Tax Department, actually want to start doing anything about it, there's not much I can really do about it. However, through that whole Windle-Wangle story, I have found that the opportunity, the link that I was given to that Zoom meeting will probably have something to do with the gold scam, which I've been going after. And that's how I do my research. So, and they get taught how to do these Instagram accounts where they create living the best lifestyle, and that generates leads. And then they tell, I've got these videos where they teach people how to get that sales pitch down, push it down somebody's throat. And these people are disgusting individuals. In this particular one, it looks like they are also promoting this lady looks like she's also promoting other get-rich-quick opportunities. And it just makes me laugh that they can run, but they can't hide from the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger. All right, so that's my database. Also, if you aren't familiar with my database, it's not available to everybody. If you're a reporter or a government agent and you're researching anybody, I have over 450 people in this database, and I literally sort them all, and I put everyone in these databases, and I put them all over the place. So if you've got anyone that you want me to research who you think is running a Ponzi scheme or a scam, just go to dehek.com and give me that information. And you can see just in the last month, I haven't updated this for a wee while, that column on the left is newbies, and I normally move them over to keep these columns pretty active. And if you go into Americans, you can see that I've even sorted them by America, because a lot of American law enforcement only can do their jurisdiction. Mike, this one here we had a great laugh with the other day. Mike Popovich, his company has just had somebody report him to the FAC, which is quite exciting. And I do have proof of that, which I'm actually going to, I don't know if I've actually got that handy, but I might just, while I've got this open, show you what we do with the intel that we get. Where are you? Just looking for that on a different platform. Unknown. Chris, where are you? Jennifer, Marcus. Oh, just reading out random names then. There it is. Right. There we go. So that's good. All right, so we need to save that file. Save to downloads. Yeah, so now we need to go back to here. And we're going to go to downloads. 1 second, please, caller. Downloads. And we will put that there. So somebody has actually reported that, and that's going to actually be put over here until I find a screenshot area. Screenshots. Boom. And there we go. So now I've got a screenshot area that somebody has actually reported him to the FEC, which is fan-friggin-tastic. So that's pretty cool. All right, so we'll shut this down. We don't need that open, and we'll go through these windows. But if we don't find anyone, it's goodbye from me, and it's hello from you. And I might go for a walk through the inner city and see if I can find myself some nice lunch with Pixel for a W. Oh, I have to say W. Can't say the word W. But let's have a quick look and see. We've got 2 minutes on the hour, so if anything's going to happen, it's going to happen right now. It's 1 o'clock. And that in my time, and that means that the chances of us having a bit of fun is quite high about now. So we'll just go through and see if we can find some meetings, and hopefully my Avengers will come out of the woodwork. Where is Bob and where is Jelly Snack when you need them, eh? Let's see if we can find a live meeting that will be happening or starting in 1 minute. They all like to start on time. Now, the sound will get weird. There'll be a bit of noise. Often they play music, and I'm scrambling to turn it off. Gary Wood has removed us from the host of the meeting. Now, that's smart. That is Smart Lab. So we're actually going to try and get into that meeting. So I'll show you what we do, because it is quite interesting. I like to educate as I go. So he's got a meeting that's happening right now when he went in there. So this might be funny or interesting to you, but what we actually do, we have a list of people, names, who have been in his meetings in the past. So if we go in there using people's names, he won't know friend from foe. So there's one, David. We're going to go for Shelley. Use microphone. Now I might break up here for a bit. Shelley, Jay, and the other one that we're going to grab is Rod, and then Lawrence. So he won't know friend from foe. So I better turn my camera off anyway. Hello guys. So let's go. That one's ready to go. This one's ready to go, and this one's ready to go, and this one's ready to go. So we'll see if we get into one of these meetings. Host is joined, and we're allowed. So whether he does or doesn't, I don't know. But in the meantime, I'm just going to hit refresh on my existing browser to see whether allow, and we'll see what happens. And we'll see whether the meeting's been restarted since he's done that. Host has joined. And it's telling me probably I've been kicked out. I'm just looking at another browser here. And it is telling me he has actually rebooted the meeting since he kicked me out. No, he hasn't. I lied. So that's good. Right, so now it's W. Get rid of that one. And we're just going to tidy this up a little bit. We're going to make that smaller. I think that's about the right size. And that's smaller. So we'll monitor that. And that's 75%. I think we can go one less. That one there. And when he boots up his meeting, which can be any minute, we will come back. I'll let you know. And there might be a whole lot of sound happening. And here we go. So now we'll go through the rest of the meetings and see if we find anyone else. We're going through. Mars Honda must be having a day off. You might have gone to the beach. Hope so. I start to know these rooms off by heart just about. Waiting. Right. And it's probably 9 o'clock when they start most of their meetings around the world. And most of them are in America, unfortunately. And then we get the Indians, and then we get the Germans sometimes. They're not up at 1 o'clock in the morning, though. But America's normally 4 or 5 hours behind the rest of the world, which means it can be 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock at night when they run these meetings. And we'll see. Host is joined. So Clint Brown is host is joined, but he's not running a meeting. And to be honest, they normally come on about 2 o'clock, which is an hour away. So I'm not surprised not to see anyone here. And I've got a little bit of an opportunity. Let's see. I signed up for a platform the other day so I could investigate it. And then the platform providers found out and watched my video. And now they tell people that I've signed up for their platform and I'm one of their investors. Isn't that ironic? I do think that's laugh. It makes me laugh when I hear stuff like that. Okay, monitoring away. Now, investigations. If you've got an opportunity that you think is true and genuine, you want me to investigate it, I do have a service where you can hire me to do so. Or you can just tell me and I'll do an investigation on my own dime. And if it is beneficial to you, let me know. I like to highlight the red flags of any opportunity that is on the market at the moment. We do go after all types of companies. Multi-level marketing ones comes to mind. We did go after Prime America the other day, only after a fellow YouTuber did a whole expose on them. Expose, I can't even say that right. And that was quite interesting. Brian Rhodes has joined. So Brian is another guy that we've been monitoring, and he's promoting Quantify FX. Meeting has been ended by host. Interesting. So now we're just going to go back over here, and we're going to the meeting has been ended by host. So we're going to see whether he reboots the meeting, and we're also Ryan Rhodes has also been running a meeting. So we're going to do doubles here. We're going to do this one. We're going to do this one. And we're going to do this one. And we're going to do, what's that one there? We're going to do this one. Okay, so this is going to get complicated here, but let's go. Well, first of all, we're going to use Lawrence. So we're going to use Lawrence for this one. And we're going to use Lawrence for this one. And then we're going to do K, this one, and this one. And then we're going to do Jelly, not Jelly, Sally J, Sally J, Sally J. And then we're going to do a silly one, iPhone and iPhone. There we go. So we've got a whole variety here. So we've got Gary Wood, who's rebooted his meeting. And now we're going to go back to Gary Wood on my main screen because I know he's rebooted the meeting, which means it will give me an opportunity to wait for him to go live again. Because sometimes they have a private meeting before they go launch, so they have a leadership meeting. And I can see I'm breaking up a little bit, so my apologies for that. And we will go into that meeting. Right, so let's carry on. So we've got, we'll go one for Brian. I've been removed. Poor Ryan, don't like me. Been removed. Ryan must be having a private meeting, and I've been removed and been removed. Obviously, Brian. So we'll give up on Brian, but he's promoting a opportunity at the moment called Quantify Global, and we did a pretty extensive blog on that just yesterday because one of our fallen Avengers has decided that it's a good idea to promote this Quantify Global. So if we go down to Quantify Global, Alatis is his name, and he is a army veteran who's on the sickness benefit, and he's got this credit card that he's promoting. And we've also found that Brian, which is the guy that just kicked us out of his room multiple times, is actually promoting. So we did a pretty deep dive on this company, and we went through all the correspondence and the mindset behind it all. And we obviously tried to warn him, and it didn't make any difference. Party Bob, I'm partying. Hey, well, I'm partying. Bob's partying, doing a party. That's great. So anyway, that's what we do. So we're more than we're actually putting ourselves on the line. Just yesterday, I got a cease and desist letter from a New Zealand lawyer telling me that this Nextcloud company wants me to put $5,000 into their lawyer account so that I can pay their legal fees because they've come after me. So we did a whole video about that, which you might find interesting. But what I'm saying is we're not putting unsubstantiated claims. Everything we say is open source intelligence, OSINT, as they call it, OSINT, reporting, and we're finding the receipts online and we're publicizing it into blogs and exposing these companies that are running. This company here claims that they've got computers which are cloud-based. They don't even have an office. They're working out of Regis office space, claiming that they're providing cloud-based services that can generate unrealistic return on investments. It's just ridiculous. In the meantime, we did a video exposing that, which was quite funny. But anyway, let's not get distracted. So what I'm saying, we do publish blogs, we do back up what we say. People might not like what we say because they've made an informed decision to put their money on the table. and they're going to lose their money. And then somebody like me comes along and says they haven't done the research properly, and they go, oh, but I went along to the conference and I met the company owner, so I know it's true and genuine. And we're going, well, we know that you've done that. We've heard those stories before, but that company owner has got a history. So one of the scams that we're in at the moment, which is Gary Wood meeting room, is SmartLab, and there's a guy called Harvey. Now Harvey's been fined, and he's got a criminal record for promoting. He's served 2 years in prison for promoting Ponzi schemes and scams, and now he's out and he's doing it again, and he's not meant to be shady as hell. It doesn't make sense, but that's what we get. We've got the court documents, we've got the arrest. He got out on a technicality because they didn't do something right, but he still served, got sentenced for 2 years in prison. Now we've been told he's making, from investors, we've been told that he's making $5 million a month from doing what he does, you know. Oh my goodness. So what have we got here? Joe. Now we've got 24 people in here. Now I'm just going to start sorting some of these active rooms into other meetings so I can remember who's active. What I'm trying to do is save my resources, and I'm actually putting these live meetings into another folder so that when I find a live meeting, I know I can open up all my live meetings and stop all the bad juju that's going on when I'm trying to broadcast live. So I'm going to put him way at the end, and we're going to carry on searching while they're doing their intro advertisement for other meetings that might be live, and we'll see if we can cause some havoc in that room. For example, if they start with their chat room open, we will go in there and flood their chat room with warning messages. And if they leave their microphone open, we will go in there and yell our heads off, telling people this is a scam, and we will name and shame the person that's running it and highlight the fact that they have promoted other failed investment opportunities, things like that. It could be a vigilante. My mother would be proud
Muy
of me.
buenas noches,
There
muy
he
buenas
goes.
noches. Un saludo muy especial para todas las personas que
So
se
unfortunately, it's
conectan
in Spanish,
un sábado a
and it's
compartir
our
con
boy.
nosotros, ¿sí? Que se conectan un sábado. Normalmente
now-
un sábado las personas están compartiendo en familia, salen, se toman sus cervecitas con sus
There
amigos,
he is.
¿cierto? A liberar un poquito de todo lo que se ha vivido en la semana. Así que los felicito porque si
All
están
right,
en
so
la
it might not
sala,
be in
son personas
English, but we are familiar with
comprometidas
pump
con
dump,
ustedes, con
a
sus
political
familias
dump.
y con sus generaciones, porque cuando
And
llega
what
la
I'm going to
vida
do is I'm going
de
to go
uno
in
un
here,
gran vehículo, un
go to gallery
vehículo
view, and
financiero
grab
que
everyone's
está en una
names,
fase temprana, hay que aprovecharlo
and then
porque las
I'm going
oportunidades llegan en
to
momentos
open up
que no,
a
retantes
notepad,
y llegan y pasan rápido. Y
and then
para
I'm
que se
going to use those
repitan,
names to
hay
go in
personas y estudiosos que dicen que
to his
para que
own
esto
meeting,
vuelva a pasar
and then I'm going
puede
to cause
tardarse hasta
havoc,
10 años
and he's going to
en
kick the
llegar a una
person out,
oportunidad en
and he'll
nuestras vidas.
probably
Así
also
que
kick out the
un gran
genuine
saludo para
person.
cada uno de ustedes. Mi nombre es José Luis Lopera, soy un entusiasta del sector de las criptomonedas.
Carl Lopez.
Llevo 10 años en esta industria aprendiendo muchísimo. Hoy te puedo decir
Alrighty,
que
so
el balance es bien interesante,
have a look
tanto
at
desde el
this,
punto de vista de
and
conocimiento como el punto de vista de
you watch me
crecimiento
come into the
financiero.
room.
Cuando uno se queda en una industria que está en una fase muy temprana y vive la experiencia, vive los procesos, los documenta y construye criterio,
Alright,
te puede
join,
ir muy bien. Así que
join,
bienvenido, abre tu
join,
mente, bienvenido a la Academy. El Academy es un lugar donde se
join.
unen un grupo de líderes a
So now I've
aportar
joined in 4
conocimiento,
different meetings
aportar
over here, and
inteligencia
the sound's
colectiva,
going to go
para que tu
crazy.
camino sea mucho más sencillo en el
So I
sector
get that back in
cripto.
order.
En este espacio vas a
Leave
encontrar grandes líderes, pero te quiero decir, este creador,
Leave
espacio
sound,
educativo y el formador. Nosotros tenemos
leave
un
sound.
educador de talla mundial que
This
se
one
llama José
here.
Manuel Torres. Él lleva 16 años de experiencia en la
Oh,
industria
that
de
one
las
didn't work.
criptomonedas, es doctor en criptografía,
All right, so now I can
es consultor cripto a nivel global y hoy por hoy es la persona que más
click
usa el ecosistema que
OK,
nosotros tenemos de finanzas descentralizadas llamado
click
Political
OK.
Pump y lo está llevando al mundo. Él está en Dubái, lo encontramos también.
Alrighty,
Ahorita,
so
bueno, él
now
está
I'm
viviendo
going
en
to go
Dubái,
into his
pero
chat
en
room.
este momento está viajando, está en
His chat
Estados
room's
Unidos,
already
en
placed,
Arizona, sentado con la persona número 1 en ventas en el mundo que se llama
so I
Andy Elliott.
can't do
Se viene
anything.
entrenando con él para hacer que precisamente esta academia pueda irse a otro nivel en términos
So I'm going
de
to put my
crecimiento.
camera on.
¿Sí?
I'll go
Entonces
back to the
contamos con
main
una
screen for
persona
your viewing
con
pleasure.
bastante conocimiento en este espacio educativo, además de todo el liderazgo que aporta muchísimo. Yo con esto te quiero expresar de que
And I'll put my
en
camera
este
on.
espacio hay conocimiento,
And he'll
sabiduría.
kick me out
¿Sí?
straight away.
Regálame en un momento, todas las personas que nos quieran acompañar con cámara encendida sería fantástico, ¿cierto? Las personas que no, pues sencillamente pues le dejamos apagadito. A partir de este
It's just going to
momento
kick me out.
vamos a
He's
desactivar
trying
la
to kick me
opción
out.
de video, ¿sí? Y permítame en un momento, por acá alguien está levantando la manito, ¿sí? Permítame un momento.
Lower hand. See, and he removed me. So, yeah, they don't care, you see.
Bueno, esa persona que levanta la manito todas las
So I don't
noches
know what
llega
he's saying,
a este
but
espacio. El de Nancy
we'll
se
probably
juega,
try
no, llega al
captions
mío
and see if I can
llega
put the
con la
English captions
intención
on.
de sabotear el
Captions,
espacio. Es increíble que este tipo de cosas pasen, pero bueno,
show captions,
excelente. Bienvenidos a cada
English.
uno de ustedes. Toda la mejor energía a partir de
Whoops.
este momento para compartir la información. Y les estaba comentando que el Academy, para mí
Alrighty.
es una universidad
So
cripto.
now I'm going to go
Es un
into the
lugar
chat
donde
room
se adquiere conocimiento
and
en
have a bit of
en
fun,
todas
I
las
suppose.
áreas, en criptomonedas, en finanzas descentralizadas,
See, the
en
idea is I've
Web3,
also made him a
en
bit
crecimiento
nervous.
personal, en liderazgo, ¿sí? En todas las áreas se crece en este espacio educativo. Esto es una universidad cripto
Just going to
para mí.
open up a
Realmente
chat
es un
room.
espacio que, permítame un momento,
Oh, something's happened.
cancelar. Realmente esto es un espacio bastante profesional para crecer. Decirles a ustedes que
Alrighty.
simplemente abran su mente a toda la
We're
información
gonna
en
pop
todas las
out the
áreas traemos a
chat.
continuación. Esto es una universidad que
Open
realmente
up a
realmente muy
chat room.
grande en
There we
nuestras
go.
manos, con todo el concepto que
Right.
estamos
Now I
incorporando
can get the
en esta academia, que es la sencillamente la industria de las micro meme coins. Lamento que
alrighty. So I'm going to
lastimosamente
get a
hay
little wee
una
message ready
persona
for him. Whoop,
se
other havoc.
interrumpió.
Somebody else is causing havoc.
Hay una persona que se está agregando a la sala con la intención de sabotear el espacio. Permítame un momento, les pido disculpas a todos los asistentes, pero este tipo de cosas se presentan. Bueno, vamos a comenzar a compartir pantalla. ¿Sí?
Let's see if we can cause some havoc.
Vamos a comenzar a compartir pantalla. Quiero hacer lo siguiente. Quiero irme para mis láminas y simplemente hoy traigo algo muy especial. Yo les quiero decir que cuando a mí me incorporaron al sector de las criptomonedas, esta fue la primera lámina que me llegó, que me llegó a mis manos. No exactamente esta, pero sí, me hablaron de la evolución del dinero, me hablaron del trueque, me hablaron de la sal, me hablaron de los metales preciosos, del oro, me hablaron de los billetes, me hablaron del dinero electrónico, y que sencillamente la cripto era la nueva evolución. Y eso pues es verdad, hoy por hoy, sencillamente decirles que fue
So there's not much you can
que ha
do in
sido
here other than
digamos,
spam
una
the person
experiencia
that's
muy
running the
bonita
meeting,
de entender esta
which will
evolución,
cause some
y hoy por hoy
distraction.
simplemente y hoy
The
por hoy
barrier,
adaptarnos a esto y
the
saber
coins,
que
the
estábamos
cash,
en el
the
camino
crypto.
correcto. Pero
Oh, look at that,
continuamos
real
en el
estate.
camino correcto. Decirles que hoy por hoy algunas personas sienten que están llegando tarde al sector cripto.
So
¿Por qué?
I'm
Porque
spamming him at the
el precio de
moment.
Bitcoin se fue, ¿cierto?
So is he doing this whole
Es
lot on his
más,
phone?
hay personas que dicen, bueno, no ha pasado tanto porque
He's
Bitcoin tiene todo el
co-hosting.
potencial de llegar a $500,000,
ID scheme.
$1 millón.
So yeah, he's using
Pero
his
yo lo que
phone
les
to
quiero mostrar
broadcast,
es, hace poco
and
llegó a mis
that's
manos
why he's
esta
put himself
lámina
down as a
donde
co-host
dice cómo se distribuye en este
on his
momento,
phone,
cuál es la distribución a
and
nivel
that's quite
global del
fun.
dinero en las diferentes
Hello, Bob. I
categorías.
thought you were
Y como puedes
partying.
ver en la lámina, en la primera sección, ves la sección más grande, Real
Grande.
Estate, donde se ubican más de 330 trillones de dólares, según digamos, la investigación que hice de cómo está la distribución. En la parte
Spam.
de bonos se encuentran 300 trillones de
You're gonna go
dólares,
in there
en
and
la
cause some
parte de
havoc.
arte 18 trillones de dólares, en
Will you
la
be able to
parte
draw that
de
screen?
lo que es el oro 16 trillones de dólares, en
Don't
la
think you'll
parte
be
de
able to.
coleccionables
I'll
que
give you the link anyway.
nosotros estamos
Old
en esa
Joe.
parte precisamente, estamos ubicando en este sector, en el sector de los coleccionables.
Right.
En este mercado se mueven más de 6
So if you want to
trillones
go
de
in there and
dólares.
yell at the guy,
En
you're
la
more than
parte de
welcome.
emisión total de dinero estamos hablando de 120 trillones de dólares en circulación. En la parte de acciones y todo
Crashed.
esto
Was
estamos
boat.
hablando de 115 trillones. Pero
Was
uno
boat.
revisa Bitcoin y hoy por hoy la industria de las criptomonedas mueve 3 trillones de dólares, pero
Let's have a wee
Bitcoin
look here. We'll
mueve
listen to
2
him.
trillones.
I'll
Entonces
put
ustedes se preguntarán, ¿qué pasará
that over there,
cuando
but
hacia Bitcoin
we
o hacia
haven't
esta industria se
we
vuelque
haven't been in
mucho
UK
dinero
Prime
de
for a
estos
while.
segmentos? Pues sencillamente
I forget to go into
decirles
these
que
rooms.
en este momento O sea, estamos todavía, a pesar de la evolución que ha tenido Bitcoin, a pesar de la adopción
I'm going to
institucional,
shut that guy up.
te puedo decir que en el sector cripto esto apenas, la industria cripto apenas comienza. ¿Cuál es la clave?
No
Saber que esto
offense to
apenas
anyone that speaks
comienza,
Spanish,
pero
but
que
it's quite annoying if you're not used to it. And now we've got that. I've got the, would you believe the Spanish words? That looks like a nice coin. Anyway, we're going to go have a look at the meeting for, what do they call it? WOZ, which has been rebranded recently and now not associated with themselves, which is ridiculous. I think we've caused a bit of havoc here. What have we got? We've caused a bit of problems. We hopefully will be able to get a meeting going. What have we got? We've got nothing. That's not very good, Danny. We'll go back to this screen here. Hopefully that will click itself into place. We might have met the maker on that one, though. Hold up. Can we go back? Is the question. I've caused havoc on the computer. I think I've caused it too much grief. It's given up on me. We'll see what we can do here. Right, what have we got? Saying a joke crash was yacht. What? Okay, we're going to get back here in a minute. We just need to get a bit of... there we go. We should be right now. We should have a screen coming back. It's telling me I'm broadcasting on 2 screens. I don't think the Spanish guy is helping us, so we're going to get rid of him. I think we've seen enough of him. He's not very exciting. So we're just going to get rid of that broadcast. And then that will give us a bit more bandwidth. And hopefully we can go back to our broadcast. There we go. Now we're talking. Now we're back. We're back. Right, that's good. All right. So we got rid of the Spanish-speaking guy, and that gave us our resources back. We're going to shut down this, and we're going to go in here and see if we can go into WOZ. ID. Oh, I've just got rid of him. So that's a Spanish guy. We can't do much. Oh, I've given you the ID. It's just above all the messages, the 9721. But we will have a look. So here he is here. And we'll just go back and it's all in Spanish, and you can't do anything. You can't turn your camera on. You can't do anything. You might be able to scribble over the screen. That's about it. Let's have a look here. We'll just go through here and see if there's any other meetings going on at the moment. 1, 2, 3, 4. I like to count. 7, 8, 9, 10. Let's have a look. Let's see. It's a bit slow at the moment, isn't it? Where the best time is actually tomorrow. We normally have everyone doing Sunday night broadcasts, and I'm broadcasting on a Monday morning. So I will set myself up for a live. I'm trying to do a live every morning at the moment. But you can see that I've just managed to get one too many windows open, and it's starting to cause me a bit of grief. Overdrome. So I think we need to forget about these ones, don't we? German webinar. Do I need to have that open? Navy's personal room. Smart. That's still happening. What are they pumping today? Very good. Do they pump different tokens? Is that what they do? Nextcloud. Coach Steve. So let's see if we can go to the next room now. I'll just shut down a couple of windows, but that didn't quite make a difference. Let's get through these. Here we go. Sometimes these are the ones that cause all the grief. You got this. Gonna do it. Gary Wood doesn't look like he's doing anything. Build your $1 million network. But you need to build your $1 million network on the internet. and you need to use Zoom. That's the funny thing. All right, we're having problems here. We're just waiting for the computer to calm down a little bit. Gets a bit flustered sometimes. I'm just going to shut down these windows that aren't live because it will just help out. Hopefully it will forward on. Joseph Tran. Oh my goodness. Wouldn't I love to see him go live? Wonder what he's doing. He was on the dole and he had, he's a convicted, he's out of prison. These are the type of people that are promoting these Ponzi schemes and scams. So he was out of prison and he was jobless and he was on Trade Technologies promoting it like a boss, flying to Dubai and back. And then he was showing people his phone one day, and somebody clever managed to catch an appointment, a weekly appointment, and that was for the unemployment because he was in Sweden and he's unemployed. And in Sweden, you have to go to a special meeting once a week. So somebody said that guy's unemployed, and I sent a letter off to his unemployment people to say this guy's not unemployed. He's flying back and forth to Dubai like it's a morning commute to work. We come across them all. Most of the people on here are claiming they are doing so well, and you can do so well as well if you follow their leadership. And they're honestly on their bones of their ass. Carl Miller comes to mind. They call him Carl. What do they call him? Crypto Dundee, because he's an Australian guy. Lives in a caravan trailer, an hour and a quarter out of Melbourne on a friend's property. And I've even spoken to the owner of the property. And he said, he's just going through some hard times. Next minute, we see him with a whole lot of Asian women having a sort of a party. I'll let you know. And we found his pay slip on the internet. And he earns $738.60 a fortnight from job seekers, which is where he gets his money. He's also on the dole, living in a caravan park on a friend's property, hour and a quarter out of Melbourne, entertaining Asian women. And these are the type of people. I've been thinking more about the rebranding. Oh, yes. Tell us more. The rebranding is actually a sneaky attempt to get away from the money and the liability from the Vault Horizon. Oh, here we go. All right. So I'm guessing, just from what I can see here, that this is probably Ride B&B. Just a guess. Could be wrong. Let's have a look. We go D, and it is Team Dynamics. So it could be anything. Team Dynamics is the people that are promoting E1U Life. So I'm going to just have a wee look at that. 1 second, please, caller. I just want to put this in a new window. And did I actually just say what I said? In a new Nindo. Team Dynamics. Put them into active. Right, and we're going to go past that one. Oh, actually, we'll go back to Team Dynamics because we've had a lot of fun with Team Dynamics in the past. What did Susie say? Link. Bob, you've got to start using this one here. It's no point. No point. Okay, so here we go. ID. It's an exit strategy. They're going to just let everyone, they're telling everyone. So if you haven't been keeping up with current events, which was We Are All Satoshi, which was started by Sam Lee. And anyway, Sam Lee got detained in Dubai for 60 days, which is quite funny. And long story short, Chavis has taken over. Now, Chavis has rebranded the company to affiliate, I don't know what it's, AMF.network. And then in the disclaimer, he's telling everyone that he's not affiliated with We Are All Satoshi. So it's like he's stolen all the people, stolen all the money from We Are All Satoshi that he claims was safe, and now running the company under a new brand, claiming they've got no association, and also telling people that they can go after anyone that stands up to them in the court system because they've got a disclaimer saying that you're not allowed to use their trademark, which they don't have a trademark here in New Zealand. But anyway, ironically, have been liaison with a lawyer company who I'm challenging is a real lawyer company just this morning, who's meant to be representing Chavis. They're claiming that I was the person responsible for him having a a stroke. So he got up on the stage after getting some award, and he claimed that 40 days prior, if I've got the time right, well, maybe 14 days prior, he was in hospital with 40% chance of living. And that was because he had a stroke. Now, we've got other videos. So I've gone back to his lawyer today, asking them whether they can confirm whether Chavez is a chain smoker, because that just makes it more funny. Because if Chavez is a chain smoker, it's a major contributor to strokes, is smoking. So if they confirm he is a chain smoker, then it's going to be unlikely he's going to win a court case claiming that some YouTuber who defamed him caused his stroke. And they want $300,000 from me, which I don't have any money. And if they do want to prove that they have had, I've defamed him and he's lost revenue, then we'll need to do discovery, and we'll need to find out exactly how much turnover his companies have to merit the loss he claims. And discovery is going to be worth its day in court. So all these stupid things that they think, no scammer wants to be in the courtroom. And the fact that they think they can throw that out there at me, telling me that they're going to accuse me of causing him to have a stroke when he's a smoker, and then get me to pay $300,000 is just ridiculous, man. Take a look at this. Okay, let's have a look at this. It's going to be more exciting than that. So let's have a look at this. Do we need to start doing a bit of a rightio, select language? Oh, okay. This is similar to what I did this morning by the look of it straight away. Market analyst. Think big, think different with smart investments. Okay, sounds good to me. 18 plus years experience. For a minute there, I thought it was an ad for OnlyFans. Advancing your financial future with experts. Why choose us? Our latest investment success stories. Oh, look at that. Doesn't that look good? I love these images. So if you go in here, you know, if you search that image on Google, all right, what have we got? Will it work like that? Yes, it will. We can see that this image has been used 4 different stories in 4 different places. Isn't that crazy? So we might even find the same website. This is how stupid these idiots are. So if you come to here, oh, hello, somebody talking.
सर म्यूट पे टच कर रहा हूँ तो अनम्यूट हो जा रहा है.
Oh,
चालू है, करिए, बात करिए.
Same guy. All right, let's have a look here. Go
आवाज
back
आ रही
here.
सर?
Yes, आप कंटिन्यू कर.
हाँ, नमस्कार दोस्तों.
Namaskar.
सबको गुड मॉर्निंग. माय सेल्फ बिराम फ्रॉम दिल्ली.
Delhi, he's a leader.
All right, I'm just सभी साथियों को स्वागत है, अभिनंदन है. मौका मिला है होस्टिंग करने के लिए. मेरे आइडियल प्रोफेसर ईपी सिन्हा सर, विकास सर, युवराज सर और इस इंटरनेशनल वेबिनार में सभी बैठे साथियों को दिल से.
Gonna have to reload here. I'm just going to reload this to see whether we can turn the mic on. Next Zoom will be Monday at 10 a.m. Is it? He's in a new scam now. Who's in the new scam? Who's he? luxprime-trades.com. At least they haven't got a .org domain name. Hold up, we'll just see if this fires up. I just wanted to see whether I could put the microphone on.
कि हम अपने बिजनेस को
No, you can't.
सीखते रहेंगे, सिखाते रहेंगे.
What have we got?
अपने पार्टिसिपेंट को लाते रहेंगे, ज्यादा से ज्यादा रजिस्ट्रेशन करेंगे,
Chat disabled.
फॉलो करेंगे और
Put
अपने
your hand up.
बिजनेस को ग्रो करते
Raise
रहेंगे.
hand. Can you rename yourself?
यह बिजनेस
No, you can't
एक
rename yourself.
प्लान ही नहीं, महाप्लान है जो कि सबसे वंडरफुल है.
I've had enough of Shub Share. Right, so let's just go back to what we're looking at. So obviously this, just what Susie just sent us through, game changer. Oh my God, he's not promoting that, is he? So here's that photo that we just looked at on another website. Here's that photo again that we just looked at on another website. And here's that photo again on another website. You get the idea? And here's the website that Susie's. So Game Changer's promoting this. You're kidding me, really? And look at this. Oh my goodness, look at this. So back again. Don't make me do a review on this one. And once again, same chat box. Let's chat. And then I'll go, hello. Hello. So if you haven't been of current events, pal, he hasn't come back on again, has he? What happened to Game Changer? Oh, we did Game Changer. We found Game Changer the other day. Didn't you see? You saw that, didn't you? So if we go to a Game Changer was on Trades Technologies, and that was a scam that lost over $9 or $11 million for people. And if you go to my videos, you can see this is Game Changer here, and we managed to find him.
Let me see if I can connect from my computer, please. Okay, just wait a minute.
So we haven't seen him since Trades Technologies. And in a minute, you'll see him. I think I talked twice here. So he was on a Zoom. Mr. Game Changer, what are you doing in here? I'm going to go find his Zoom name. See if we can find it and see what Zoom... Mr. Game Changer. 89. So he was on Fortinet internal, which was interesting. Active. I'm just going to bring that up. Yeah, so we were waiting here quite patiently, and then when he popped his head up, I basically turned on the microphone. Mr. Game Changer. Mr. Game Changer. What happened to Trades Technologies? What happened to Trades Technologies? You're back again. Good to see where you're hanging out. We'll come after you. Got the IRS and the FBI after you. So as soon as I said that, you buggered. He left, which is funny. I thought we had him on screen. Did I not capture him on screen? Hello? Are you there, Game Changer? Are you hiding now? Oh, we didn't get much of him.
Let me see if I connect.
Yeah. So it's going to be I'm sorry, this is quite desperate times for desperate measures, but Game Changer.
Let me see if I can connect from my computer, please. Okay, just wait a minute.
Here we go. Game Changer. Where are you, mate? Pop your head up again. All right, we need to go back.
I can connect.
There he is. So we don't get photos of him. That's the point. So there he is. He accidentally turned his camera on. And as you can look at there, that's what he actually looks like. But getting a video of him is very, very hard. So I just wanted to show you that. But out of interest sakes, he was actually on this this channel. And we might monitor this just now. And meeting ID passcode. Well, that's going to be interesting. So did I lose that? Did I? I must have done. Oh, I think it's 2025. I'll just have a guess. I don't know how I remember these numbers, but not people's names. So let's have a look. 225. Can we do this? Oh, I'm good. So Team United, which is great. So yeah, so if he pops up, he's going to pop up there. But that was a real laugh because that's a real bonus. So we've got this meeting here happening. We'll just go through and see if there's any other meetings. The meeting has ended by the host. What? Who was that? Did you close the meeting down then, Bob? Let's have a wee look and just see who that was. Oh, that's our pump and dump guy. So he was probably now going to fire up another meeting in English. So let's go back in there and see if that's true. See, I know these people. They do a Spanish one and then they do an English one. And there you go. What do I know? So this will be
mientras estaba haciendo la presentación, te mencioné que esto lleva 135 días en el mercado, ¿sí? 135 días en el mercado. Y dirás, y bueno, ¿y cuál ha sido su histórico? Porque ya se atreven a sacar una casa de cambio específicamente para este mercado. Mira, te
Is
voy a
he
decir
related to
cuál es la
Chavez?
razón.
Could be.
Porque cuando el desarrollador lanzó esto, yo no sé si él
Put your
sabía
hand
el
up.
éxito que esto iba a tener, pero hoy por hoy se han negociado más de
Put your hand up and they'll kick
135
you out. You
millones de
watch.
dólares en estas criptomonedas. ¿Y por qué al mercado le encanta
Warrior
tanto
coin.
este tipo de criptomonedas por
Political
su supply?
index.
Porque son
Donald Trump.
criptomonedas que en periodos muy cortos de
Oh,
tiempo,
so it's all
cuando
about
llega un
buying
equipo a
and trading
moverlas, ¿sí?
on
A negociarlas, a
celebrity
holdearlas
tokens, is
y
it?
a utilizar todo el ecosistema, estas criptomonedas son explosivas. De hecho, ahorita
Joseph
te voy a
Tran.
compartir
Oh my God.
hay muchos
He might
casos
be
de
his
éxito,
father.
como te digo, más de 16, pero te voy a compartir el más potente.
Anyway, we'll leave that one be for a bit because I'm not really into doing that. But we'll go through here. So we've got 2 meetings there. Yippee yay yay. We'll shut that guy down and we'll go through here and just check to make sure there's no other meetings here. We need to change the world times. I think when daylight saving hits around the world, we get a couple of hours either way, which helps us get more meetings. I haven't seen Megan much. I can't stand listening to Megan anymore because of the lies and the stupid propaganda. No one's really taking it on board. So we've got a lady here that just comes out and sells packages to people that do nothing, and people sell them to other people on the hope that they're going to do something, and then get commission. And people don't care about the packages or the fact that she hasn't got any educational bones in her body. And it seems like the company just gets stronger and stronger every day. So it doesn't matter what you do. It's just ridiculous. Just sort of say that. Is Jarvis under... Now, I tried going to that website address you gave me the other day, and it didn't do anything. Now, what that website address you just gave me, are you for real? That is that somebody promoting that? Because if so, I'm actually really interested in that. But if it's just another dumb website, it looks very much like the dumb website that I was doing the critiques with this morning, if you know what I'm saying. It's just ridiculous. I'm just going through these slowly, just in case there is another meeting. No, I don't know what Game Changer is doing, but you were in his Zoom room recently. Yes, I were. You've gone away, haven't you? And you've come back and missed a little bit of my meeting. You must be multitasking. I bet you're trying to cook breakfast or dinner for your children, or you're trying to open a bottle of wine and can't find the bottle opener. I don't know, but yeah, no, he was in a meeting there, just about fell over backwards when I saw his face pop up on the screen. Not that I want to see his face, but the fact these guys all work undercover. I still don't understand how people actually invest in companies when they don't know who's running them or promoting them. It really is a game changer. What was he promoting? Well, I don't know. We didn't get that far down the track. But he was in a room with what do they call it? He was in a room with other people, like a community room, a part of his community. Not a game changer community, but his mate promotes something else. And he was in there. I can't remember it all, but he wasn't in a circle. Yeah, that's the one. You know everything. Yeah. So I just went to that room. Oh, this one here, the meeting ended by host. That's encouraging. Let's refresh that one. Colin Brown. Meeting ended by host, but not here. And I'm just going to put him in the active ones. Active. Meeting has joined. So this might be fun. Wherever we look here, we'll just get a few extra meetings ready to go just in case. It looks like Smart Labs is chickened out. They'll be on tomorrow. They have their once a week meeting. I'm going to try something really crazy. I'm just going to go in there with the same name for everybody and see what happens. It'll be host has joined. I'll see whether we get kicked out. So what I did for shits and giggles is I put these up, and I've used the same login name for each meeting. That means we're going to go into the meeting with the same name 5 times in a row. No, El Findo, whatever his name is, I haven't seen where he is. Everyone wants to know where he is. And also Paul Albertus. Was that Albertus? Is that his name? Technical name? You know everyone's names. But no, I haven't figured out where any of those guys are. But, we have a database, and anyone... I want to know where Jan Gregory's, what he's doing. I saw that he's still promoting Bit Harvest the other day. And also Marco. Marco seems to be still floating around, but I don't see them very active. But yes. I do wonder if some of these people are super wealthy and they made all their money on Bitcoin and they just hang out in Zoom meetings to show off. Just wondering. Maybe we're missing the boat. Maybe we should have used these platforms to make money, and maybe we're the poor ones. And we'll sit here one day thinking, oh, we missed an opportunity to be rich. I never did get my yacht. Hello, what's this here? So this is back to your one. So this is just, oh my God. Oh, look, I recognize this. I recognize this. We've done this one before. This is actually really interesting, Susie. So that guy brought it all back, and because the colors they're using, and I reckon I've done a blog about this. I reckon we've done a blog. I reckon this is the same company rebranded again. And don't make me look it up. Yeah, I'm going to look it up now. I'm going to find it. I reckon I know. I did a big expose on these. Look, there's a real interesting thing that you all can do. I'm going to do something interesting here. Right. So I'm going to put my blog right next to this. I think that's going to be about right. Probably about there. All right. I'm going to make sure I've got it resized properly. Boom. So it fits the screen and looks beautiful on your screen. And if I go back here, not that one. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, 1, 2. Have I lost it now? Have I? Right. That's mine. That's Prime. There. All right. So what we're going to do, we're going to go back until I find. This can take. Must be a quicker way of doing it. But there was a scam that I busted where they had a fake certificate, and they had created a fake FCA website so you could do a search on their company register to prove they were legitimate. That was how bad it was. And just the color scheme and the style of the website makes me think I wouldn't be surprised if it's just that website's been redone again. And some real basic stuff you can do. So if you're on this website now, you can literally sometimes just go /admin, and sometimes you can find the whole directory structure. So here's the admin panel, all right? If I want to find out whether they are on WordPress, we just type in wp-admin, and that will show us nothing or a 404 error, or it lets us log into something. Let's have a look. 404 error. Okay, so that's encouraging. However, if I get that domain name that we were looking at, and I decide I'm going to potentially open up, we're going bound. Oh, that's good. I will go there. We will go and open another window, and we're going to go to archive. So the best thing you can do whenever you're thinking about investing in these companies that seem to be able to make millions of dollars for people, and as I said earlier, we're missing out, you just go and put their domain name into archive.org, and you will find, just like I have here, that this website has only ever once been indexed, which means basically it's a brand new website. And this doesn't happen automatically. It happens if they ever get traction. So it got indexed on the 12th of July, 8 days ago, by archive.org. So all of a sudden, this company claims that they've got a history and they help people, and they've only had that domain name for 8 days. Doesn't make sense. So now you can go to that domain name and you can see it got indexed, but it didn't grab any content worth me showing you. So that is quite funny. So now we come back to my blog, and we're going to keep hunting for the Red October, because I did a whole series of blogs in a hurry. Whoop, you've got a Zoom meeting. Hold up, we might have an advertisement instead. Let's have a look here. Success, Zoom, and we've got 12 minutes before the hour, which means we'll probably have a few more meetings. Email, if you ever get asked to use an email, don't use your own email. Not that they do anything with these emails, just chuck in anything that looks like an email address, and voila, you're in. It's not rocket science. English webinar. Oh my goodness. I think I've seen this one before. Let's have a look. What have we got? One new window, and we're going to go to bookmarks. Just make sure I haven't got this in a bookmark. English webinar. Yes, I've already got this this bookmark. So I've had this one before, Susie. And is that meant to be happening now, is it? Don't believe so myself. Just saying. Who's that? Gary Brown waiting for seminar. Host has joined. Colin Brown, he's still gonna run us into the. Colin Brown hasn't gone. Let's carry on looking for this one here. I think it was handy. Must be getting close. Too many blogs. Anyway, my point was this website that I'm trying to look for had, I think we found 3 other websites that were exactly the same. Oh, no, I lied. That was the one I was thinking of. Big Jim. That was a scam that was promoted by Stephen. I wonder where Stephen's got to lately. Destroyed him, didn't we? Stephen Colwell. He was going to do all sorts of things to me if I didn't leave him alone. Obviously, he couldn't do anything, and he left me alone, which is quite ironic. Yeah, so it was around here. And Derek. That's it there. That's the one I'm thinking it is. So this website actually had, just because it looked similar and the colors might be the same. Where are we going? Let's go back here. So that one there, oh, they did have the fake incorporation. I am good. This one here was, this one here had set up a fake certificate license. So you could go in and search their website, and then they had this, you got the red, sorry, I'm not making much sense. So what they had, this is the genuine FCA website. And if anyone says they are approved, you can go in here and search for a company and find them. So this other company had set up this website so that you could search for the number of the company and find a fake certificate. And this whole website's fake. But obviously it's not the original, because the original looks pretty. This one here looks bare bones. But that's the extent that some of these people go to. So when we come back to this particular blog, this was being promoted by Stephen Coldwell, and we exposed that. That was quite hard case. Anyway, I'm going to shut that down. But the one I think you're looking at is probably this one here. And I don't think this was a Forex trading company. Let's see if they're still going. Their website's gone down now. Funny that. And I don't even think they got a chance for it to be indexed. Now, for shits and giggles, I can't remember if I did this, but maybe I should go to archive again and just type that in there and see whether they ever did index this website. And yes, look at that. They did. So now we go to the indexed website. All right. 10 a.m. Oh, yeah, that'd be goodie. And you can see this website is all about trading. So if you look at this website, how it works, trade with lending decisions, whatever. I'm just going to see if we go one step forward. They've got a firm bot. So this was another opportunity which I saw promoted on a Zoom meeting, I believe. And they have all their social media set up. They have a street. So this particular one that we're looking at, we're operating out of this street. So you can go check them. And they were apparently operating out of this building. And they should have had times now to put up the signage. It's just like, how many stupid things does it take? Why are they blurring out the roofs these days? That's interesting. But yeah, so it's like they operate out of this beautiful wee street. It looks like a lovely wee street, doesn't it? But you'd think we'd see some signage. But anyway, they didn't exist, so don't get excited. Prime time, waiting for host and get rid of that. 404, get rid of that one. I'll put so yeah. So anyway, it's just stupid on stupid, really, isn't it? I'm trying to get rid of a box in the chat room. Yes. So what was your big thing about this tradie place? I'm just wondering if it's the same experts, same format. Expert, fast, seamless. Don't make me do a review on this website. This is real bad, Suze. This is just like, I don't want to spend time doing a review on this website. It's fake. If you don't know this is fake, trust me, it's fake. And also, simple things you can do is try these forms, because it takes a bit of work to get these forms going. So I'm going to put my name in here. And I can't. It won't let me. For some reason, it won't let me enter the box. Oh, yes. Well, Danny, I can't enter my name in the box. Is that crazy? So I can't use the box, even if I want to. That's just crazy. I can go to their chat, though. Hey. Hello, Mum. Hello, Mummy. Hello, Mummy. We will reply immediately. That's a pretty tall statement, isn't it? Oh, look, earnings. Stephen from Luxembourg just earned $48,000. Oh, my God, really? Oh, I want to be that guy. But he put in 1.9 billion. And they got, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, but anyway, these ones here, I can't keep doing reviews on those. It's doing my head in. It's very similar to what we just did a review on this morning. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so we're going to shut that down. We're going to shut down all these. That's a Monday meeting. This one here, 37 people. Is he still speaking?
Nada. Permítame en un momento yo.
Oh, he removed me. That's our case, man. So he just decided to remove me now. It's just getting exciting. I've been like that for like 10 minutes. Right, let's shut these down. Shutting down my own website. That's a very sad one. I'm shutting down my own website. Nothing there. So we're just going to go through these and shut these all down one at a time. And when I get down to no meetings, I'm out of here and I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day. So I hope you've enjoyed the review I did this morning. I woke out of bed this morning. I said to Bob, do you want me to do a review on that website? And Bob says, I sure do. So I said, I'll do a review for that website. I thought, I'm going to do the review live. I thought that'd be a good idea. Then I started doing the review and then decided I'd publish the blog before I went live. So if you don't know what I'm talking about, you go to dehek.com. I usually do a blog every day, and you can come down here and you can see CEDFX3CHAIN. Very similar to what you were looking at there, Susie. You can see me laughing my head off. I even look like I've got a wee bit green tinge in my hair. Scam alert, CEDFX3CHAIN. And they claim that they are going to make you 419% return on your investment. And that's laughable, ladies and gentlemen. So I did a whole blog on that. Quite an extensive blog. Very proud of it. So go check out the blog and to go check out any other blogs. So, and some good news. We might have Queen of Karma, who's going to start publishing a few blogs on my blog site, which is going to be fantastic. Don't know who I am. I've been featured in the New York Times, News Australia, Radio New Zealand, Behind MLM. That's something we haven't done. We haven't gone and seen what Behind MLM's up to. He's normally got some really good content. So there he is. He's done a Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger channel. Look at this. What have I been looking at? You'll see that I am featured in his story. Behind MLM just reviews Essence back in 2017 following the reader. I'm not going to start reading these. BKT token. Boris. Did you know Boris Johnson received one of those entrepreneur awards in the Middle East, just like Chavez did in 2024? I showed it in the video. Oh, Digibot. What's happened to Digibot? Digibot fails to provide ownership. Oh, don't tell me they're just doing that now. I'll have to look at that one. I'll be featured in that one because I gave him a bit of information about that. Is he trying to play catch up, you think? Look, I go through Oz's website and I find stuff that I've never heard of because these scams are everywhere. We can't keep up with them. More underwear. Guest interview. Genius. I think I've heard of Genius. Where are we going back to? Is he on holiday at the moment? This is 9 days old stuff. Homify. I've done I've just had a cease and desist letter from a company, I believe that's associated with Homify. Oh look, they've got another warning. All right, let's just start to shut some of down this stuff. So that's there. When did he do that? 15th. Oh, that's 5 days ago. We've already seen this. Has he mentioned me in here? What if he's mentioned me in here? Because I gave him some information on this one. Digital bot. No. Did I comment on here? Done nothing. Digibot. That's crazy. All right. I'm going to shut down. Let's go. Waiting for host to start the meeting. So what I'm looking for is waiting for the host to start a meeting. And if there's no movement there, I'm hitting delete on the keyboard and shutting that tab down. You can see them shutting left, right, and center. Look, every day a parade, every meal a banquet, every paycheck a fortune. I love the core. And that's what it's like. Every time I'm on these Zoom meetings, every Zoom meeting is a gaslighting session by a leader who's hoping to take your money. She won't take your money. She'll pass your money onto criminal networks and get paid for doing so. That is just like the worst, isn't it? So you go back to your sponsor and they will say, oh, did they steal your money? But in the meantime, the sponsor got paid a commission from the criminals. Isn't that just crazy? His last article was today. It's like playing whack-a-mole with these scams. It certainly is. You can see I'm literally shutting down 140 tabs. The other day I had 200 tabs open, and these are all meetings where Zoom is allowing multi-level marketing to run on their platform. And you might think, oh, well, so what? Well, they've banned me on Zoom because I name and shame people. And they said that I dox people. I think that's what they said I was doing. And I thought, oh, is that right? So if you are on my website and you go to thehek.com and you go to the Contact Us button and you click on Zoom Patrol, you will see a picture of me in my policeman uniform. And in here, you can come down here and you can actually read the acceptable use guidelines for Zoom. And if you click on that link, it will come to the part in Zoom's terms and conditions that said unauthorized use for multi-level marketing is not allowed, but they don't enforce their own policy. So what we do, we've set up a place where you can report these and we will enforce their policies for them. That's absolutely crazy. So this here has now got 200. So there's a typical meeting, 278 people in here learning about how they can crypto invest. But the only thing that's happening is your money is being chucked into a platform where there's no ownership. No one knows who's behind it. And it's just gaslighting people into investment opportunities. Well, I think I'm done. Look at that beautiful picture. I might put my other picture back now. That picture is my thumbnail for the video that you are watching at the moment. But normally you will find me in a picture like that. And yesterday, I don't know if you noticed, but I was dressed up. I was going to the moon. And the day before that, I was, what was I doing? I think I was, I don't know what I was. Was I? Oh, that's right. That's when I was boxing as Neem Bilwani, the guy that's filed 3 court cases in Pakistan. He managed to get them in the court within 10 days. Can you believe that? Anyway, we did get representation. It's all been pushed back to the 10th of August. But that's Mr. Bill Awani who's having a go. But anyway, that's not what I wanted to do. What I actually wanted to do was just put back my normal picture. So when I start, hey, if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, that's not please do. That's how I earn all the big dollars. Yes, I get untold money from YouTube on a daily basis. In fact, it's just my reason for my why. And you know that's not true. I'm just being sarcastic. Also, if you do subscribe to my YouTube channel, I notice that your screen is a bit of a clean. So Sadie, thank you. She comes out, she cleans the screen. And I do want you to remember, you know, that in some parts of the world, it is absolutely snowing, cold, and people are staying home. Susie said she's in a storm at the moment. That doesn't mean you're going to search around the internet and look for ways to lose money. You want to be careful with your money. And if anyone says that they have an opportunity that's so good that the person's going to turn up in a truck and dump money on your back doorstep, all you need to do is then don't do that, ladies and gentlemen. We don't want you to lose your money. Remember, we are looking out for you. We've got eagles in the air, and they are flying in and monitoring the crypto opportunities that aren't so good to be true. Not only that, Earth is a beautiful place. You can hold it in your hands if you're a god, but I'm not God. So don't forget that. What else can I tell you? There's no such thing as free gold. And if somebody's offering you a deal of a lifetime, remember, it can be a bit fishy sometimes. And you just don't want to trust a beautiful fish that's trying to lure you into a false economy, because these guys that take your money are bottom feeders, and that's a bottom feeder that just went off the screen, and they will take anything from anyone. They don't have any values. So if you enjoyed the show, give me a round of applause. Thank you very much. Lots of hands in there. And other than that, I think I'm done for the day. So as I always say to people, stop clapping hands, that I am Danny de Hek, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, and I have a team of merry men and ladies called Avengers who fight these scammers. We name and shame them. We're fighting them in the trenches. We're fighting them in the, I don't know what that, Winston Churchill, wasn't it? Well, it's going World War IV out there. Well, it's war out there at the moment. I am a foot soldier, and I'm hungry, and I need food because my brain's starting to fry. I will see you in the next video. As I said, I'm Danny de Hek, aka the Crypto Ponzi Scheme Avenger, here to name and shame anyone running or promoting a Ponzi scheme or scam. I'll see you in the next video. And remember that thing that they do. Boom!